trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's step and go, we won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's step and go, we'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for Week 14. We covered two games yesterday, the SEC Championship and the Big Ten Championship, but we are back to the NFL today. What's going on to everybody in the chat? Hello to James Roberts, Mr. Robert Zamora. Welcome in, sir. Country Chaos, Danny Williams. I am Become Death Destroyer of Worlds. Notify, John Pierce, Space Explorer. What's up, guys? Good morning to a lot of you around the United States and good afternoon to some of you on the East Coast. Welcome in to today's game. We've got the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens going head-to-head today, an AFC North showdown. And actually, I don't even know if I've got the right channel on, so I'm going to have to make an adjustment here before we get to kickoff. I think I have the right channel on, but sometimes you just never know. Let's see. Looks like Son of a Knick-Knack out on the East Coast. What's going on, Son of a Knick-Knack? What's going on, Owen Gamba? Hello. We got a big game today, guys. We got a big game today. A lot of playoff implications coming in right now for this game. Both of these teams are sitting at 6-6. You can see that above my head, which means the winner of this game would be at the top of the table. The winner of this game would be the number one spot in the AFC North. And I guess it's all going to come down to this. Maybe not, the season's not over after this. We still got 4 more games this season after this matchup right now. And why don't we actually take a look at the schedule, something that we don't normally do until later in the game. I want to take a look at the schedules first here. So let's just go through some scenarios right now, right? Let's say the Pittsburgh Steelers win this game and they go to 7-6. Taking a look at their schedule ahead, I think they can beat the Dolphins on Monday Night Football. That would put them at 8-6. The Pittsburgh Steelers, I don't know. I would give them an L right here against the Detroit Lions. Give them a win here, and I don't know, maybe a 50-50. We can split that up. Anyways, is that going to be enough to beat the Baltimore Ravens and be at the top of the table? Because it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of room left available in the AFC playoff race. And a lot of teams very, very close right here. It's going to come down to a few games. Taking a look at the Baltimore Ravens schedule, they've got the Bengals, the Patriots, the Packers before they go through the Steelers again. And I think this is a much tougher schedule for the Baltimore Ravens. Something tells me that because of this schedule, we are going to see the Pittsburgh Steelers make the postseason again this year, and the Baltimore Ravens won't make it. But that's just a guess right here. I'm grasping at straws. Now, maybe not, right? Are the Steelers good enough to beat this? Are the Ravens good enough to beat the Steelers today, and will they continue to be good enough to play some of these other playoff contending teams? Because right now, if you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers schedule, there's not a single team on here besides the Baltimore Ravens that right now is currently in the postseason in 2025. Not even the Detroit Lions are in the postseason right now in 2025. Yes, it is a tough team, but not a single playoff team except for the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, the Ravens have to deal with the Patriots and the Packers and the Steelers, who are fighting for that right now. Bengals, always a tough matchup as well, and we saw what the Bengals did when Joe Burrow came back when we watched that game on Thanksgiving, and this time it'll be in Cincinnati, so good luck to Baltimore on finishing off the season strong. We'll see how it goes. Okay, guys, those are just some predictions looking down the road. Why don't we take a look we took a look at the future. Let's take a look at the past, and then we'll take a look at the present. Here is the past. These are the stats that we've seen coming into today's game. The Pittsburgh Steelers rank 20th in the NFL, according to NFL.com. Welcome to Championship Courtney, or welcome back to Championship Courtney. Appreciate you. This game is loser go home, says Sparky34012. Kind of feels that way. But looking at the numbers here, guys, a mixed bag for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Nothing is too good, nothing is too bad right now. A couple of areas where you would like to see some improvement, both on the offense and the defensive side for Pittsburgh. It's been a rough year here. We could call it a tumultuous year for the Pittsburgh Steelers here in 2025. Pittsburgh, they rank 15th in points per game. That is technically top half of the NFL, but they're bottom half of the table. As a matter of fact, they're bottom 6 in the NFL when it comes to yards per game. Bottom of the table in yards per play. Back to the top on third down and red zone efficiency. That is offensively here. So most of this is actually yellow or getting warmer, getting into the danger zone. Same is true for the defense. This defense has been... Honestly, it's the same cast, 1 year older, a couple of changed pieces from last year to this year, but they've definitely fallen off a cliff, it feels like. They're giving up 24 points per game. They're giving up 365 yards per game. Yards per play, 18th in the league. That's bottom of the table, bottom half of the table. Third down efficiency, they're giving up 43% success rate to opposing offenses. And red zone efficiency, I mean, I do guess that they're inside the top 10, but just barely. So for this game, I know I was gassing up the Pittsburgh Steelers, as some of the young ones would say, but I do actually believe that we're going to see the Ravens put up a big fight right now. I'm taking a look at the chat. Shout out to the chat right now. Looks like Curtis Edwards is in here with us saying Aaron Rodgers is, I don't even know what that is. Balaguer? I don't know. What's up to B-Balling saying good morning. What's up, B-Balling? Welcome in. My fantasy football team, Assassins in the house. Gotta beat the Mutants for the playoffs. What's going on to James Holiday saying hello. I got K-Dog saying, who do I think will win, Commanders versus Vikings? I took the Commanders for my official picks this week, guys. Did y'all make your official picks? Have you made your official picks on Football Nation for the Pick'ems, guys? You've got 20 minutes to make your picks before you can no longer make any more. Here's the link in the description right now for Week 14. For Week 14, guys, there it is. If you have not made your picks for Week 14, go ahead and do so now. If you're wondering what it is that I'm talking about, guys, every week we're giving away prizes to those who participate in our weekly pick'ems. All you got to do is click the link in the chat right now and select which teams you think will win. There is a tiebreaker question. In Week 12, we did have a tie between two people. By the way, Michael did claim his prize. I've been corresponding with Michael back and forth. He did win the Football Nation hoodie in Week 13. Who will win the grand prize in Week 14? Will anybody win the grand prize in Week 14? This week, the grand prize, $100, and if nobody wins the grand prize, we are going to raffle off a prize to someone who participated in the weekly pick'ems. Again, the link is in the chat. It is in the description of this video down below as well. You've got 20 minutes before I close that window, guys. I will be ending your chances to play for Week 14 in 20 minutes. However, Week 15 is available now if you want to go ahead and get ahead of it and make your picks for Week 15. Of course, if you select your picks on any given week, guys, let's say you make your picks for Week 15 and something happens on Thursday Night Football, just know that if you make your picks on Thursday Night Football and it doesn't go your way, you can always go back and amend your picks. You can change your picks until 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, guys, looks like the game that I have here, is it really Titans and Browns? No, not trying to watch that. Give me one quick moment, folks. I'll leave you here with the playoff picture. I'm going to change the channel, make sure I've got the right game on. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Hang tight. We are all set, guys. Game will be starting in about 20 minutes here. We got kickoff in about 20 minutes. Shout out to the chat. Appreciate you guys being here. This is your 2025 playoff picture. Ooh, they're showing the college football playoff brackets right now. How about them Indiana Hoosiers advancing out there? Texas Tech, Georgia Bulldogs, and Ohio State going out into the college football playoff bracket. We're going to see who wins at OU versus Bama, I suppose. Anyways, we covered college football yesterday, and it was very cool to watch. The first game went really well, guys. Yesterday, our first game pulled in over 400,000 views, which was awesome. Someone saying Myles Garrett going after the sack record, and Shador about to watch that Browns game. Myles Garrett is about to shatter a record for sure. Let's bring out y'all's chats. I want to make sure that I give you guys your shout-outs too. Shout out to Space Explorer. Shout out to Banking on Money, saying whoever makes the playoffs, Steelers or Ravens, can either make it past the first round. Can either of them make it past the first round? That is a great question, Banking on Money. That is a great question because right now they both look rough. Neither team looks good, says Banking on Money 8224. College playoffs are a mess. It's a bad system. I agree with that. I do think college football system for playoffs is kind of messy, for sure, for sure. Let's see. 49ers win today no matter what happens. Well, they definitely can't lose. They are on a bye week, Jeremy Scott, so I guess so. Let's see. Texas Tech versus Indiana. Great natty, says James DeGon. The Ravens are cooked, says Richie. What happened to Ohio State? Oof. Adam, that was crazy, man. Ohio State fell apart. It looked like Sayin just wasn't playing, and it was a rough outing. It was a rough outing. The defense of the Indiana Hoosiers came up big, and Fernando Mendoza put up a good game yesterday. So, anyways, NFL, not college football. New England Patriots at number 1, Broncos at 2, Jaguars at 3, Ravens at 4. Both teams sitting at 6-6 right now. The Ravens have the slight edge. This is a head-to-head tiebreaker right now. The Pittsburgh Steelers also sitting at 6-6, so the loser of this game gets relegated to the bubble screen, guys. The loser of this game either stays on the bubble screen or is relegated to the bubble screen, and the winner gets into the postseason, but the season is not over. Every week counts right now. This is crazy intense. Like, the difference between first place and second place in the AFC North is literally nothing. They are tied at 6-6. Cincinnati Bengals are only 2 wins behind, and if the Bengals win out, we can have another situation here, depending on how the schedule looks and if the Ravens lose out their games because they've got tough matchups. One of them against the Bengals, they'll have to – oh, man. This is washing out to be a crazy season, and the AFC North is heating up. So is the AFC West, guys. AFC West also getting hot right now. The Chargers at number 5. We've got the Broncos at number 2 right now. We know that they are the best team in this division at the moment, but we're looking at an 8-4 record here for the Chargers, and the Chargers are going to look to overthrow the Broncos. Again, plenty of football left to go. We got 5 more games for all of these teams here. Dang, it's good. By the way, the next game coming up, the Bears versus the Packers right here. Bears 9-3. Packers could be 9-3-1 after today and take the division with a win. So the Packers, if they beat Chicago in game number 2, the Packers will end up in the postseason. We might see the Rams or the Eagles actually. We might see the Rams move up to number 1, but the Packers would be at the top of the division, so the Packers move up somewhere in between 1 and 4. The Bears would drop down. We did see some changes on the bubble side as well. The Dallas Cowboys losing to the Detroit Lions mean that the Cowboys briefly were at number 9. Cowboys moved down to number 10. The Panthers moved up to number 9. Panthers still looking for a way in. The Carolina Panthers are right behind the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, nipping at the heels of the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers got an easy matchup today. Here's that schedule once again. Tampa Bay Buccaneers got a matchup against the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, the Panthers can't hurt them. Panthers on the sidelines on a bye week, hoping that the Buccaneers drop a huge game to the Saints. A lot happening here in the NFL, guys. Boy, oh boy, it's going to be a good run to the postseason. All right, guys. Now, I've done all this talking and haven't talked about either of these two teams really here. We talked about the Pittsburgh Steelers statistically. Let's talk about these Ravens statistically. Now, according to NFL, they are the number 9 team in the entire league, sitting at the same record as the Pittsburgh Steelers, but their numbers a little better right here. Points per game, top 12. Yards per game, 318. That puts them at 20th in the league. We're looking at yards per play, 5.6. That's top 10 in the league. 20th on third down efficiency. Bottom of the table inside the red zone. They've had some issues inside the red zone. Derrick Henry has had to deal with some fumble issues, and we've seen Lamar Jackson dealing with some health issues out there as well. The Ravens trying to get it together. This is the time where you want to start to find your momentum. So maybe the other case scenario here is that the Baltimore Ravens get a big win today here at home and then continue to get a big win streak over these playoff teams. The Ravens are more than capable of doing that, but we need Mark Andrews to wake up. We need Zay Flowers to get open. We need Lamar Jackson to be better. We just need Lamar Jackson to be better. We need Derrick Henry to be better, and this Ravens defense needs to do better than this. Ravens defense giving up 24.4 points per game. That is 21st in the league. 351 yards per game allowed by the Ravens defense, bottom of the table here. 5.4 yards per play, bottom of the table here. Now, on crucial downs, the Ravens defense has been good. They can get off the field. When it comes to third down efficiency, 37% success rate to opposing offenses. That's good for top 10. And very few teams are better than this Ravens defense inside the red zone, but they still give up a bunch of points. Okay, let's take a quick look at the actual players we're going to be seeing today. Let me close out my chat really quick. Close out my chat here real quick. We'll start with the Pittsburgh Steelers, folks. Aaron Rodgers going to be the old man behind center today. Aaron Rodgers coming into this game, 41 years young? 42 years old. He just had a birthday here on December 2nd, so happy belated to Aaron Rodgers, who just had a birthday on December 2nd here. Okay, so 42 years old, Aaron Rodgers, 1 year older, coming into this game. He does have over 2,000 passing yards, but that's not saying much. That is 23rd in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers this season, just 19 passing touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Does not have a whole lot of weapons on the outside here. It feels like the Steelers got robbed. George Pickens got an opportunity in Dallas, and I bet the Pittsburgh Steelers miss George Pickens right now. And DK Metcalf is not the answer. At least not by himself. He's not a great route runner. We've talked about this. He is an athletic freak. He is a monster, but he's a bad route runner, and that puts Rodgers and other pocket passers in tough situations because they can't improvise and scramble and extend plays. Okay, that being said, Rodgers this season has stayed healthy, which is a good thing for Aaron Rodgers. This will probably be his final go-around. We'll see if they make it to the postseason or not. It starts with today's game. Jaylen Warren at running back, going to be your starting running back. However, Kenneth Gainwell and Caleb Johnson likely going to be employed in today's offensive scheme. Top wide receivers for today, DK Metcalf on one side, Calvin Austin III on the other. Roman Wilson at wide receiver 3. We will see Darnell Washington, Jonnu Smith, Pat Freiermuth, and Connor Hayward at tight end today. So that list of pass catchers probably going to be a long one today for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It normally is. It really normally is. Offensive line for Pittsburgh here, guys, from left to right. Left tackle, Andrus Peat today. Andrus Peat because Broderick Jones is on IR and Calvin Anderson is out. So Andrus Peat going to be your starting left offensive tackle. You'll have Isaac Selmalu going to be your left guard. At center, Zach Frazier. At right guard, Mason McCormick. And at right tackle, Troy Fautanu. That makes up this Pittsburgh Steelers offense. Taking a look at the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, it is chalky, meaning it's got some good names out here. But how much do these names still have in the tank? You'll notice the Pittsburgh Steelers have a 3-4 defense, 3 defensive linemen, 4 linebackers. Behind them, they can disguise blitzes, and definitely, I prefer the 3-4 defense because you can bring your 2 linebackers or 2 edge rushers out down here, and you can either drop them back or bring them down for the blitz. You can disguise the blitzes better, it feels like. Anyways, 3-4 defense for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You'll have Cameron Hayward on the left-hand side. Keanu Benton as your nose tackle. No Derek Harmon today, so Logan Lee is going to be your right defensive end. Weak side linebacker, TJ Watt. Left inside linebacker, Patrick Queen. Right inside linebacker, Peyton Wilson. And your strong side linebacker, Alex Highsmith. Okay, guys. Cornerback on the left side, James Pierre. Cornerback on the right side, going to be Joey Porter Jr. Your two safeties for today. You'll have your free safety as Jalen Ramsey, and today we'll have a new man. I guess not a new man, but Kyle Duggar is out for this contest, so today we'll see Chuck Clark as your strong safety. That is the Pittsburgh Steelers today coming into this contest. For the home team, let's go through the personnel here of the Baltimore Ravens. Starting with the engine room here with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. This season, Lamar Jackson has had an under 2,000 passing yards, guys. Yes, Lamar Jackson, 1,841 passing yards. Again, he did miss some time with injury, so that's not all his fault. He does have 15 passing touchdowns, just 4 interceptions, but we know what he can do with his legs as well. Next to him, King Henry. King Henry also on the wrong side of 30 here. He's 31. He'll be 32 in just a few weeks, guys. His birthday coming up here in January, so he'll be 32 by the end of this NFL season. And I wonder if King Henry still has a whole lot left there. I will say this about Derrick Henry. Despite the fact that this season hasn't gone amazingly for him, he's still been pretty good. 197 carries, that's top 10 in the NFL. That's 6th in the NFL for carries. 931 rushing yards, that is 7th in the NFL in rushing yards. 10 rushing touchdowns for Derrick Henry this season. So double-digit touchdowns coming into this game. Derrick Henry is 5th from all running backs. He's got the 5th most rushing touchdowns in the NFL coming into today's game. The offense, not just these two guys. We'll also see Zay Flowers on one side. We'll see Rashad Bateman and DeAndre Hopkins on the other side. I wonder how much D-Hop has left in the tank. This Ravens team, also an older unit. Mark Andrews has been in the league for a while, guys. Derrick Henry, a long time. DeAndre Hopkins, a long time. Feels a lot. And that's just the offense. The defense has been in for a long time here as well, guys. So, aging teams going head-to-head. I feel like this one really is truly evenly matched. And we're going to get a pretty good contest today. Could be a defensive game, or it could be a lapse of defense. Maybe we'll see these teams turn back the clock a little bit. Offensive lines for the Baltimore Ravens. On the left side, left tackle Ronnie Stanley. Left guard Andrew Voorhees. At center, Tyler Linderbaum. At right guard, Daniel Falele. And right tackle, Roger Rosengarten. That'll make up the Ravens offense. A quick look at the defense here, folks. The defense for the Baltimore Ravens. Left defensive end, Travis Jones. Okay, let me talk about the defensive injuries really quick before I just rattle off the names here, guys. Broderick Washington Jr. on IR. Aeneas Peebles out for today's game. Nnamdi Madubuike on IR. Tavius Robinson on IR. Jay Higgins on IR. Who else? Ardarius Washington is out for today's game. So there are a few players who are missing. I don't think it's going to affect the Ravens that much. I think it's going to affect them more if the Pittsburgh Steelers have these long, sustained drives, and then the Ravens have to start swapping out players here and there to give them a breather. And then what do the Pittsburgh Steelers come with when their depth is a little more shallow, especially at the front three spot when you've got 4 of your players out of your front 3. You've got Peebles, Washington, Madubuike, and Bryan out, so you're missing depth here for this Baltimore Ravens defense. We'll see if fatigue becomes a factor in this game. Okay, Baltimore Ravens defense. Travis Jones, John Jenkins, and Brent Urban. That'll make up your defensive line. Your linebackers overall pretty much healthy here. Kyle Van Noy, Roquan Smith, Teddy Buchanan, and Draymond Jones. Going to be the strong side linebacker out there. Your safeties good to go for today as well. Kyle Hamilton on one side, Alohi Gilman on the other. And your corners today, Chidobe Awuzie on the far right-hand side, and Nate Wiggins as your left corner. Now, your secondary secondary is intact. Your linebacker core mostly good. It's that front three that I'm really worried about. How much pressure are they going to be able to get to Aaron Rodgers? Will they even need to get pressure to Aaron Rodgers, or is Aaron Rodgers just going to be interception prone? Let's take a quick look at a head-to-head comparison between these two quarterbacks because that's always fun. Aaron Rodgers, this season, 2,086 passing yards. Lamar Jackson, 1,841. However, when we add total yardage here, total yards, Lamar Jackson, even after having missed time, has more total yards than Aaron Rodgers. Total touchdowns, though, Aaron Rodgers 19, Lamar Jackson 16. Rodgers has thrown 3 more interceptions than Lamar Jackson. Higher completion percentage, but only just. Lamar has been sacked more often. He does have a higher passer rating. He's been able to pick up those first downs with the legs. That helps out big time. Let's see. Do you think the Chiefs will win? Asked Haley Beach. Yes, I actually do think the Chiefs will win. I said so on my pick'ems. Kevin, what's going on, man? Kevin Pittman, cheers to you, my friend. Adam Barton. Hello, Adam Barton. Hello, Colin Buck. Or Kalina. What's going on? Welcome in. KSH, welcome back. Haley Beach in the house. Mad Steve in the chat. I am Become Deaf Destroyer of Words is in the chat. Welcome in, chat. What's going on, guys? If you're new to the channel, my name is Mario. Welcome to Football Nation. I hope you guys decide to become a part of the nation. We do this a lot, y'all. This week we're trying to add them up. 7 games. I'm doing 7 games this week. We did 2 yesterday. We did a Thursday night game, 3 today, and 1 tomorrow, and that'll wrap up Week 14. By the way, you've got less than 2 minutes here to make your selections for the weekly pick'ems. If you have not made your picks for pick'ems, you are really, really running out of time. Shout out to our Beeman. What's going on, RB man? RBI man. Maybe that's RBI man. Maybe you're a baseball player. I don't know. What's going on, dude? Welcome in. Chi-Town Joe, what up, big dog? We got DJ Gene in the house right now. DJ Gene said, what do you and Santino have for the Saints and Bucks? We both took the Bucks on that one. Let's see. Mr. Detroit City is in the house. What's going on, Mr. Detroit? Hello, Rob Tate. What's going on, Mark McKay? Go Texans, he says. Let's go Texans. Well, let's just go football. I'm excited for today, guys. We've got a good slate of games. Thanks, Rob. Thank you very much, Rob Tate. Appreciate that. E.D. Tay saying, go Pitt. I've got Matty James in the house saying, let's go Steelers. Mario Dixon dropping the logo right there for the Kansas City Chiefs. Ramsey, hello. Steven, hello. Handy, hello. Adam Barton, hello. All right, folks, let's go into this game. I'm waiting for this game to start. We are about 60 seconds away from kickoff right now. Let me go ahead and end the pick'ems here. I got to make sure that I close this out for week 14. Week 14 pick'ems, guys. If you did not make your picks, you no longer get a chance to make your picks. Sorry, guys. No longer accepting responses, and responses can no longer be edited. Responses, okay, allow response editing turned off. All right, guys, that's it. Your picks are locked in. If you're one of the 215 players who played this week for the weekly pick'ems, you've got a shot at our grand prize of $100 for that stream for this week. For week 14, I will announce the winner tomorrow night. So tomorrow night, guys, for Monday Night Football, we will have a winner for the week 14 pick'ems. Week 15 pick'ems are already available on footballnationusa.com. You can check the link in the description down below. By the way, if you think a $100 grand prize is sweet, take a look at the scrolling text at the bottom here. Every Wednesday, we are doing a game called Sway. It's on a platform called Sway. We're doing trivia on a platform called Sway. And for those Wednesday games, we have a $500 prize pool. All you got to do is search Sway in the Google Store or in the Apple Store, or you can use my link in the description down below. That does help me out a little bit as well. But if you guys sign up for Sway on Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm looking at you, bro. I'm looking at you. For real. 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We do this every Wednesday. It's a $500 prize pool, and the questions are easy. What's the hook? What's the catch? You'll be on a 7-second timer. So even though the questions are super easy, sometimes the pressure, and if you're 50-50 and can't make a decision, you'll be eliminated. It is single round elimination. If you get all 12 questions right, you'll be a part of one of the winners. Last week, we had 15 winners. All of the winners got $33.33. So if you're interested in participating in that, it is free to play for new signups. If you're signing up, you get 100 coins to join in on that, and it's 50 coins to play. So you'll get a couple of free plays using the link in the description below. Anyways, okay, that's it. That's what I'll say for now. I'll talk more about this, guys, during halftime. I'll bring up this sway during halftime. We've got pick'ems no longer available for Week 14. If you had a chance to play and you did sign up to play, thank you guys for participating. Let's get into a quick nothing. Let's get into this game. Looks like we're going to get started here. We are lining up for kickoff now. Looks like the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be the team to kick this off here. And the Ravens will be the receiving team for this game. So Ravens going to get the football to start. Let's do this thing. Going to scroll down just a hair and give you guys the drive charts down below. There's the whistle. Opening whistle to get this started. Lined up. Here's the kick. It is game on. Kickoff return to the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25. Wrapped up just past the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up at the 26. The Baltimore Ravens have the football to start. Baltimore Ravens have the football to start. And here we go. Ravens offense taking the field. Keaton Mitchell was the man to return that kick, by the way. Baltimore Ravens take to the field right now. We got 14 minutes and 54 seconds. I've got at the bottom of the screen the scores across the NFL. Those will be updating here momentarily. But right now, this game is getting started. 27-yard line for the Baltimore Ravens, 1st and 10, motion on the field. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking that way. It's Isaiah Likely out past the 30 to the 35-yard line. Call that a big first down here. No, it's not a first down. It's a 2nd down and 7. A 2nd down and 3 after a 7-yard catch. 2nd down and 3 after a 7-yard catch. That does start the clock. Kenneth Garrow, welcome in and welcome to first down, saying feed Sammy and make a new one. Wait, what? Make a new one? Make another baby? 2nd down and 3. Here's a snap and a handoff to the left-hand side. Out goes Derrick Henry on 2nd down and 3. He will pick up about 7 yards, and he will do Derrick Henry things. Derrick Henry on 2nd down picks up quite a few. That's good for a Baltimore Ravens. First down. First down here. First down here for the Baltimore Ravens. Good 7-yard run right there for Derrick Henry. Let's refresh our pages here and get our drive charts up and running. Looks like there is an injury on the field, folks. We've got a man down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's see who that is. Looks like Keanu Benton is down right now, and they're taking a look at Keanu Benton, which is not good news for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 4 minutes and 11 seconds left to go. The clock has stopped for an injury timeout. They go to a quick commercial break. And I guess we will too, guys. So I guess a quick commercial break right now. There's an injury on the field. Benton is down on the ground right now. Benton is down on the ground right now. And if it wasn't already bad right now for the front three of the Pittsburgh Steelers, actually, the front three is bad for the Baltimore Ravens. It's actually pretty good up here right now. This Steelers defense should be doing much better than they are. But Keanu Benton going down is a huge issue for this Pittsburgh Steelers team. Huge issue for this Pittsburgh Steelers team, just so you guys are aware. And if you don't know, now you know. Okay, my friends. My friend's got a girlfriend and he hates that. He tells me every day. All right, guys, not good, says James, not good. Los Angeles versus Arizona, says Jesus Santiago Romo Conchas. Bienvenidos, mi amigo. What's going on, bro? Living like Larry, saying no, saying at space, go Seahawks. What up, Larry? Happy belated birthday. Oh, by the way, guys, it's JT's birthday, so if you see JT, JMFT in the chat, or if you guys out there in the Football Nation group chat, send JT a happy birthday. It would be super cool if you guys just gave him a quick shout out, man. Appreciate you guys. Let's see. What's going on, Alton? Alton's in the house saying hello. What's up, Alton? How you doing, my friend? Sam Pike saying, oh goodness. What's up, Greg Williams saying hello, Football Nation. Greg Williams, welcome to Football Nation, my friend. What's going on, buddy? Let's see. DJ Gene, sail away, ay, ay. Nah, why don't you get a job? What's going on? Drop some, says Daniel. Hello, Daniel. Sam Derby in the house saying Larry Bernaherger? Larry Bernaherger. What is that? Okay, guys, let's see. Sending JT some love, says Global Information Man. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Ryan Meehan, Steelers are cooked. Game just started, bro. Keon Powell saying hello. Adam saying hello. Looks like I see y'all out here. All right, guys. So they've cleared the injury. The commercial break is now over. I'll stop rambling. Keanu Benton up and walking to the blue tent, so looks like maybe a false alarm, but he's walking under his own power. Baltimore Ravens, the opening drive of this game. Isaiah Likely is the motion man. Derrick Henry on 1st and 10 from the 41 will run to the left-hand side, and he picks up at least 6 or 7 on that one. You heard me right. He picked up 6-7 yards on that. 2nd down and 4. 2nd down and 4. Don Tripp or Don't Rip says, we need you in the NFL, brother. Thank you, Don Tripp or Don't Rip. Okay, or Don Tripp. What's going on? 2nd down and 4. Football at the 47-yard line. Motion on the field, a snap and a handoff. Derrick Henry goes backwards. He will be dropped by TJ Watt. TJ Watt makes a big play, a tackle for loss. Ravens will lose 2 on the play. It brings up a 3rd down and 6. And the Baltimore Ravens get pushed back to their own 45, courtesy of TJ Watt. Good stop there by the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Steelers defense, tackle for loss right there. Since 2017, by the way, TJ Watt has the 2nd most sacks in the NFL since 2017. Shotgun formation for the Baltimore Ravens at the 45-yard line. Motion on the field from Zay Flowers as he goes to the bottom of the screen. The blitz coming in against Lamar Jackson. He'll air it out, though. Deep shot for Flowers. I think it's caught. I think that's a catch. It's caught. Big 1st down. Baltimore Ravens. Wow. Zay Flowers. Bro, I see you, Zay, getting open on the play. Let's see if both feet are in. That shin goes down. Ooh, that might have touched the floor. Clark is saying no good. Might drop the challenge flag. There it is. Flag comes in. Challenge flag came in before the snap, guys. We'll stop the clock here. That might come back. This might come back. The challenge has been issued. Tomlin saying, I think it touched the ground. Tomlin saying, I think it touched the ground. So here comes the official challenge. Let's watch it one more time. He makes the catch, goes down here, definitely touches the sideline. This might be brought back, guys. It's a 3rd down and 6 at the Baltimore 45. If it's incomplete, it'll make it 4th down. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. So they go to another commercial break. Mike Tomlin going to further extend the length of time for this game. He dropped the challenge flag. Nothing we can do about that. Shout out to everyone in the chat. What's going on, guys? Bro, CBS, says Daniel. Yes, CBS, my friend. Make him fumble. Short gain, says Greg Williams. Shout out to Janet Jones. Hello, Janet. How are you? What's up, guys? How are y'all doing today, man? You know what I haven't done in a long time? This one right here. Tell me about something good that happened to you this week. Tell me about something good that happened this week, guys. We're all about positive energy on this channel. So here's my official chat question to you guys. Something good that happened to us, or to me on Football Nation this week, got the highest regular stream game with the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday Night Football. That was huge for Football Nation. And we're about to hit 70,000, so also feels really good right now for Football Nation. So those are some good things that happened to me this week. Let's see. I got extra pay for unused vacation. That is awesome. How do you plan to use that, DJ Gene? Found out I'm having a new baby girl. What? Congratulations, Justin. Congratulations, Justin Roberts. Okay, let's see. My oldest just made me a snowman. How old? That's awesome. That's cute. We don't get much snow here in San Antonio, or any snow here in San Antonio, but it happens. I got a PS5, says Gray59. There you go. The gamer's highlight right there. I love that. I love that. Let's see. El Mariachi, mi compañía. El Mariachi, mi compañía. Kevin Pittman, what's going on? I guess Mariachi started a mariachi business right now, Kevin? Cool. Love it, Tony. Love it, dude. Let's see. I figured out how to edit my videos with my daughters, and ripping packs. And she is so into it. Okay, cool. So I'm guessing like opening up cards right now, figured out how to edit videos. Video editing is a tough skill, man. Video editing is tough, and people underestimate how much work actually goes into that. Small victories. Yeah, it's me, Matt. Yeah, it's me, Matt. Ooh. They're going to call this a catch, guys. They're going to call this a catch, and it's a big first down. It'll charge the Steelers a timeout. Thank you guys for letting me know about the great stuff you guys got going on in your lives. We're coming back to this from this commercial break, guys. Here's the snap and a handoff on 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. That last catch, by the way, from Zay Flowers was a huge one. 31-yard grab for Zay Flowers. And I chomped down onto that cough drop on accident. Was not trying to do that. Second down coming up now. Derrick Henry going to the left-hand side. Gets basically nothing. He gets TJ Watt on his back again. It's 2nd down and 10. Football at the 24-yard line. Motion on the field right now. Snap and a handoff. Looks like Mitchell gets the carry. Mitchell takes it from the 35. Takes it from the 30. What am I looking at? From the 24 to the 18. It's a 6-yard gain. 3rd down and 4. We are inside the red zone. Let me get myself locked back in, guys. I got to change pace right now. I got to change my pace right now. I got some coffee here. Let's slam that. 3rd down and 4. Baltimore Ravens are inside the red zone at the Pittsburgh Steelers 18-yard line. This could be the first points of today's contest coming up right now. Lamar Jackson takes the snap. He looks to the right. He'll wind up and shoot to the end zone. Incomplete pass intended for Zay Flowers. Instead, it was broken up by Brandon Eccles. Did a great job to get his hand in on that play. 11:02 left to go. That stops the clock. This will bring up a 4th down, and we will see Tyler Loop to come up. Brandon Eccles had to get his hand in on that play, or that would have been a touchdown for Zay Flowers. Well done by Eccles of the Steelers defense. Zay Flowers saying, yeah, that's on me. Here comes the field goal for Tyler Loop. This one going to be a 36-yard field goal attempt. From the left hash, the kick is up. The kick is good. And the Ravens will put points on the board. All right, guys. Ravens score. They put 3 on the board. Field goal is successful for them. Field goal is successful for the Ravens. We go to another commercial break. Okay. All right, guys, commercial break once again. What is going on to Houston Defend in the house? Houston Defend, welcome in. TJ Watt is a beast, says Janet Jones. Thank you, James Humphrey. Cheers to you, my friend. Tony Webster. Thank you, Tony Webster, for checking in right now, saying, blessed to be able to recalibrate my career opportunities. Always a good feeling. What you know? Good. What's up, Chris Wilgus? Chris Wilgus is in the house. I see Notify saying, good defense. Bend, don't break. Pittsburgh Steelers defense managed to hold them off right here. It was good defense from Brandon Eccles, without a doubt. So that was the opening drive of the game, guys. It did take quite some time, and even though this game technically started 16 minutes ago, we've only taken 4 minutes off of the clock. We'll see how this game continues to progress forward. And at the bottom of the screen, guys, at the bottom of the screen, you can see the scores across the NFL. Taking a look across the NFL, the Cincinnati Bengals are up 7-0 over the Buffalo Bills. The Jacksonville Jaguars are up 7-0 over the Indianapolis Colts. Miami Dolphins up 7-0 over the New York Jets. You can see someone just scored a touchdown in this game. Looks like Tampa Bay just put 6 points on the board. New Orleans with 7, Tampa Bay with 6. That seems to be a close game in the NFC South. We've also got this Ravens versus Steelers game, which scores above my head right now. It's 3-0. Ravens just got their first field goal of the day. Atlanta and the Seahawks. The Falcons and the Seahawks right now all knotted up with 0-0. And looks like the Browns and Tennessee. Ooh, we got more games out here. Washington, Minnesota, 7-0 in that one. Tennessee, 7-0 over the Cleveland Browns. Okay, guys. Let's move this back over. Wish I could, customize the bar down at the bottom, but it is what it is. Baltimore Ravens next week will have to face the Cincinnati Bengals again. Are they embarrassed from what happened on Thanksgiving? Maybe. Can the Bengals get back-to-back wins? Can the Bengals win out with Joe Burrow? And if they win out, what does that mean for Cincinnati? Best case scenario for them, I guess, would be if the Ravens and the Steelers tied today. The Pittsburgh Steelers next week will have to face the Miami Dolphins. We'll see how that one goes. All right, guys, 1st and 10 coming in just a moment. Here comes the kickoff right now. Here's the kickoff. This one goes back. Let's start the clock once again. Out to the right-hand side, out to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up now. 1st and 10 coming up right now. Here's Aaron Rodgers' first chance on the field today. Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers will start this drive on the 35-yard line. And I think I need to adjust this just a little bit. Doesn't seem very lined up right now, but that's okay. We'll give it a little wiggle room. Okay, 1st and 10 at the 35. The Pittsburgh Steelers have the football. Aaron Rodgers on the right hash right now waiting for the snap. The Baltimore Ravens look like they're going to rush 4. We got trips on the left, one man on the right, shotgun formation. Rodgers with Warren to his left. Snap comes in. Rodgers looking left. He'll wind up and throw this shot deep downfield. DK Metcalf, first play of the game, inside the 20, down to the Baltimore 10. That's a 55-yard bomb from Aaron Rodgers to DK Metcalf. And talk about blown coverage. Aaron Rodgers said, I'm going to throw this as hard as I can. Don't let me beat you. And that's exactly what happened. A beautiful throw from Aaron Rodgers. A perfect catch for DK Metcalf. One play, we are inside the red zone now. And the clock will stop with 10:33. Looks like maybe the officials need to get the clock situated right now. What a play. Have not seen a throw like that. I guess he was just out there to say, who cares if I'm 42? I still got it. He sure does. DK Metcalf must have heard us chirping about him, saying that he can't run routes, but that he can run fast. And he sure did run fast on that one. From the 12, 13-yard line, DK Metcalf gets both feet down in once again. This will be a 7-yard gain. It's a 2nd down and 3 after the pickup of 7. 10 minutes here left to go. Rodgers and Metcalf quickly connecting right now. Metcalf up to 59 yards on just 2 targets and 2 catches. 1 feet, 2 feet, red feet, blue feet. He gets those in right there. 2nd down and 3. Steelers inside the red zone. Under center right now. Aaron Rodgers looking across the line. Gets up from his hunched over spot, gets right back down under center. Motion on the field this time, a toss to the right-hand side. And this time Jaylen Warren goes forward. He will not pick up what he needs. He'll pick up 2. It brings up a 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 1 as he's brought down by Jones on the play. Okay. as he's brought down by Jones on the play. Travis Jones, 3rd down and 1. Steelers on 3rd down. 3rd down and 1 with 8 minutes and 59 seconds here left to go. Inside the red zone, they might go for it on 4th down if needed. Rodgers, a little motion on the field. There's the snap, looking right, throwing right quickly. Both hands come up. It's broken up. Well done by Marlon Humphrey to jar that football loose. That was a definite touchdown for DK Metcalf, but Marlon Humphrey got his hand in on the play. Solid defense by the Ravens. Good job by Humphrey. Strong fist to push that through. But now we've got a 4th down and 1, and they are lining up to go for it, guys. So 4th and 1 at the Baltimore Ravens 4-yard line. Looks like it's going to be a direct snap right here, and I believe that direct snap went to, that looked like Darnell Washington. Let's see. No, it was Connor Hayward who got the carry. So a direct snap to Connor Hayward on 4th down and 1, and that'll bring up a 1st and goal. So 4th down and 1 from the Baltimore 4. We've now got 1st and goal from the Baltimore 2. It starts the clock once again. 1st down, Pittsburgh Steelers, and they are knocking on the Ravens' door. Shotgun formation. Rodgers waits for the snap. Motion on the field once again. This time they fake the end around. Rodgers goes to the right-hand side. He's in trouble. He'll wind up and throw. Incomplete. 2nd down. 7:59 left to go. DK Metcalf getting a lot of looks today. He is the only player to be targeted for Aaron Rodgers. He's not looking at Roman Wilson. He's not looking at Calvin Austin. He's not looking at Freiermuth. He's not looking at anybody but DK Metcalf. And Metcalf almost got his hands to it. Almost got his hands to it. Very close. 2nd and goal. 4 targets, 2 receptions, 59 yards for DK. Motion. Here's the snap. A handoff to Gainwell. He picks up 1 yard. It brings up a 3rd and goal. Back to the Baltimore 1. Or out to the Baltimore 1-yard line. Trying to punch it in right now. The Pittsburgh Steelers running into trouble against this Ravens defense. Ravens defense holding up big time right now inside the red zone. And we saw earlier that their Ravens defense has been good inside the red zone. 3rd and goal. We've got an offset I formation. Looks like the fullback is in on this play. Motion on the field from Darnell Washington. A little snap and a play action. Aaron Rodgers to the left-hand side. If he would have just run for it, he'll get there. He gets to the pylon. It's going to be a scrambling running touchdown here for Aaron Rodgers to the left-hand side. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. And the Steelers will score on 3rd down and goal. Touchdown, Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers to the left-hand side as he runs with the football out in front of him. The Steelers will take the lead. It is 6-3. Good game so far. Good game so far. Okay, can the Ravens bounce back? 7 minutes and 13 seconds here left to go. Extra point attempt goes up. Extra point attempt is good. The score is 7-3, folks, with 7:13 left to go. Old man running says working. Old man running says working. No CBS doubleheader in my viewing area. Thank you for the stream. I got you, Bobby. Thanks for checking in, bro. Appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, so both teams have now had a chance to drive the football and possess here. And it looks like both teams scored on their drives. However, the Pittsburgh Steelers scored 7. The Baltimore Ravens scored 3. Steelers practicing Groundhog Day plays, says one radio speaker. What's going on, one radio speaker? Dirt Floor Productions in the chat right now saying, I love how y'all are ahead of my TV, so I can't hang out. I will drop back in and out randomly. Love, oh man, we're ahead of your TV, Dirt Floor Productions. That's wild, man. That's rough. Normally, it feels like we're behind. Sometimes people are like, hey, man, your TV's behind. We get that a lot. Darrell Parks saying, what up, bro? Bengals going to the playoffs, says Darrell Parks. Or Daryl Parks. What's up, Daryl? Cool as a fan checks in. It looks like Raven Midnight saying, hope the Steelers win, but the Ravens should win it. Same score for the Bills game, 7-3 right now, says DJ Gene. Hello, Football Nation. What's going on, Ari and Robbie? Is it Robbie or Rabbi? I keep forgetting. I don't know how to say it. What up? You're behind me right now, says John Matthews. See, a lot of people get that. But I think that's because the live more than the TV, though. Maybe. But there's very little delay right there, John, between that and, like, I think the delay has been trimmed down to, like, maybe just a second or two. But it's very minimal. Let's see. You're welcome. You're welcome, Benito Reyes. Welcome in, Benito. What's up, T-Bone? I'm in the UK, and you're behind me for some reason. I don't know how that works, says Notify. It's because there's broadcast delay from not just CBS. I'm watching this on, like, one of my local channels. So this does pop up locally for me on CBS. This isn't one of those where I'm plugged in directly to, like, NFL Network or something like that. So that might be the case there. The more you know, says John. The more you know. What's going on, T-Bone? What's going on, Tyler Palmer? Hey, my Steelers, let's go, he says. Bang, bang, Steelers gang. Is that a thing? Do they say that? I don't think Steelers fans actually say that. I think he's an imposter, guys. I think he's a 49ers fan trying to be a Steelers fan. Just kidding, Tyler. Hey, man, thanks for checking into this live stream, bro. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Haley, I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Cheers to you. Commercial break is almost over here, folks. We're waiting for the kickoff right now. Let's see. Leave it to the Ravens to let a washed-up quarterback have a good game. Mark, eso pasa. Brandon saying, what up, man? I'm doing well. Daryl, it's not Darrell. It's Darrell, not Daryl. It's Darrell. Okay, cool. You said it right the first time. It's not Darrell, not Daryl. Or it's Darrell, not Daryl. Now you got me extra confused. Now I don't know which one it was. Here's the kickoff. Here's the return. Out to the 26-yard line, the Ravens go. We'll start this drive on the 26. It's 1st and 10 for Baltimore. The Baltimore Ravens have the football now. 1st and 10 coming up for them. Let's reset all of our markers and indicators. 7:08 left to go here in the first quarter. We got action, folks. What's going on, Troy Carter? Hello, same Derby. Still with us right now, Dan Matter. It's Bob, not Rob. Not if your last name is Gronkowski. 407 Florida, hello. All right, guys, I'm stepping away from the chat to call this game right now. 26-yard line, Lamar Jackson fakes the handoff. Watt comes in through the pocket. Lamar's on the run. He gets out to about the 30-yard line before giving himself up. That'll be a 5-yard pickup. Call it the 31. Players pushing each other around. Watch out now. It's getting chippy. You know how these games go. It is the AFC North. It is the AFC North. Baltimore, Maryland. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Baltimore, Maryland, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That should have been unsportsmanlike conduct from Hayward for sure. 2nd down and 6 is what my TV screen says, guys. We're at the 30-yard line. Lamar hands this off to Derrick Henry. Henry gonna go out to the left-hand side. Henry looks like he'll pick up a yard. This gets out to the 31, 3rd down and 5. So 3rd down and 5 for the Baltimore Ravens. Derrick Henry, 5 carries, just 12 yards, averaging just over 2 yards per carry. You want to see more out of your star running back. Anyways, clock continues ticking. The Baltimore Ravens. 3rd down and 5 for Baltimore, guys. 3rd down and 5 for Baltimore. Hand on the football right now, waiting for the snap. Lamar Jackson, 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Trips on the left-hand side, 1 man on the right. Lamar takes the snap on 3rd and 5. 4-man rush coming in. Lamar gets wrapped up and dropped. Lamar goes down. He is bagged on the play. Down he goes, courtesy of Brandon Eccles. A sack by Brandon Eccles, and down goes Lamar. Man, the corner coming in, I was not expecting that. It wasn't a blitz, but the corner coming in off the edge had some serious confusion there. And so a well-executed defensive play by Tomlin and his defensive unit. Pittsburgh Steelers defense will get off the field. It's 4th down and 13. Here comes the punt. This one goes back. That's a sack for the Steelers, by the way. And this will be returned from the 30 out to about the 32, maybe the 33. They'll call it the 32-yard line. The Steelers will get the football back. I didn't even move the possession needle. That's my bad, guys. Steelers now have the football. Steelers now have the football. And it's a marathon, not a sprint. They're going to a quick commercial break, guys. That will stop the clock with 4:53. So a very long first quarter right now. Crazy long first quarter right now. I've got waffles and stuff that I'm trying to get through here real quick. So since I'm going to be doing 3 streams right now, guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to leave you guys with, I guess, the playoff picture for the next 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Hang tight. I'm going to try to wolf down some of my breakfast here so I can get you guys the best streams today. Hang tight. I'll be right back. Let me turn off my microphone, too, so y'all don't hear me chomp. I'm kidding. We're good. What's up, guys? Okay. Did someone say waffles? Yes. I did say waffles. Let go of my ego, says T-Bone. Get some of this coffee in me. I'm just kidding, guys. Just kidding. Anyways, okay, so this commercial break is almost over here, guys. Looks like we just had a kickoff. The Pittsburgh Steelers going to start this drive on the 32-yard line. We'll have 4 minutes and 53 seconds here left to go in this first quarter. Okay, let me grab my chair here as well. Again, marathon, not a sprint. We got a long day ahead of us, so let's not burn out in game number 1. We've still got the Packers versus Bears game today, and then we've got the Texans versus Chiefs game today. So we will be doing 3 games today. Let's see. Waffles are a culinary enigma, says Todd Tier. I just don't know. I don't know. Okay, wow, says T-Bone. 1st and 10. Here we go. 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 32. Shotgun formation. Trips to the right-hand side. 1 man on the left. Motion on the field, waiting for the snap. Aaron Rodgers takes it. Aaron Rodgers looking to the left, doesn't like it, looks to the right, throws. Catch is made. Here goes Jaylen Warren. Jaylen Warren out from the 32 to maybe the 36-yard line. They were at the 32 to the 36. That's a 4-yard pickup. 2nd down and 6 now coming up. We'll start this clock once again. Pittsburgh Steelers with possession right now, folks. Who do you think will win this game? 53% of the chat has gone with the Baltimore Ravens. So over 50% of this chat with the Baltimore Ravens. Let's see if Aaron Rodgers can deliver another big shot upfield here. The DK Metcalf. Metcalf having a good day right now. Rodgers calling an audible right now with the play clock inside of 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Double zeros. They get the snap off in time. A nice spin move here from Jaylen Warren into open space. He'll pick up 5. 3rd down and 1 coming up. So 3rd down and 1, football to the Pittsburgh 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain for Jaylen Warren out to the right-hand side. The Baltimore Ravens are favorites in this game, guys. The Baltimore Ravens are favorites in this game. The Bears ain't hibernating this year, says Love Y'all. I agree, Love Y'all. I think the Bears are for real. That's why I took them in my pick'ems this week. From the 40-yard line, a shotgun formation, trips on the left-hand side. Aaron Rodgers making a quick call here, and we see Jalen Warren bounce to the opposite side, but the blitz comes in quickly. Rodgers in trouble. Rodgers breaks away, and Rodgers is on the run. He'll point upfield. He'll wind up and throw. Looks like the catch is made. The officials say yes. It is caught. I think that's Calvin Austin. It is first down, Pittsburgh. Way to improvise from Aaron Rodgers. Looked like he was dead to rights. Oh my gosh, how did he break that tackle? He slipped right past Mike Green. And then both feet inbounds, no doubt. Calvin Austin, what an athletic play, tiptoeing the sideline. Out to the 44-yard line they go. 1st and 10 coming up for Pittsburgh. Looks like timeout is being called here. Is this a challenge or is this a timeout? Baltimore will challenge. So now the Ravens will challenge. That's going to be a wasted call. That's going to be a wasted challenge here. Okay, so this is going to be a challenge, guys. Looks like they just wanted to stop the clock again. Looks like they wanted to stuff in as many ads as they possibly could because that's just big game, right? Big sports. I don't know what the question is. The catch is there. He's still inbounds. Ooh, maybe not. Does he have control? Does he have control? The football goes down. Oh, they're going to call this. No. The play is going to be reversed here, guys. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 1. It was 3rd down and 1 on that last play. Pittsburgh on their own 44-yard line. Big challenge is going to go their way, guys. So they haven't made the official call. I'm looking at my cheat sheet over here on the side. Looks like it's going to be a 4th down and 1, and the Steelers will end up having to punt. So the Steelers, they lost that challenge here. It's a 4th down and 1 at the Pittsburgh 41, not 44, the 41. Here is the punt. The Ravens will then get the football. Signaled a fair catch at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for Baltimore. So 1st and 10 now coming up for Baltimore. The Pittsburgh Steelers had to punt that football away. The Steelers are done, says Danny Williams. Good challenge, Baltimore, says Brady Wood. Man, the officials two-stepping all over the place, says Barry. Let's get a 3 and out, says Ronnie Davis. Or says Ronit Das Varma? Ronit Das Varma. I don't know if I said that right, but what's going on? 1st and 10. Baltimore Ravens, 1st and 10, 11-yard line, pistol formation. Lamar Jackson going to motion a man over. There goes Zay Flowers to the bottom of the screen. It's a snap and a handoff out to the left-hand side goes Mitchell. Mitchell will pick up 3 yards on this one. It's a 2nd down. Clock starts ticking here with about 3 minutes left to go. 2nd down and 6 after a 4-yard gain on the left-hand side right now. Mark Tips saying, block somebody. Watching T. Higgins score a touchdown for the Cincinnati Bengals over the Buffalo Bills, and Cincinnati might be getting it together right now. Interesting. Buffalo Bills might lose that game. Bills are phonies. I should have taken them. I should have taken the Cincinnati Bengals. 2nd down and 6. Here's the snap to the right-hand side. They go. Looks like this will be a 2-yard, maybe a 3-yard pickup for Keaton Mitchell. This will bring up a 3rd down and 4. So 3rd down and 4. The clock continues ticking here. Football at the Baltimore Ravens 17-yard line. 3rd down and 4. 17-yard line. Here's the snap against the 3-man rush. The 4th man comes in late, but Lamar Jackson has plenty of space. He will scramble for it. Lamar picks up the 1st. Lamar Jackson gets this one out to the 26-yard line. Good run for Lamar. A 9-yard pickup. Lamar Jackson picks up a 1st down, Baltimore. 3rd and 4 becomes 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson, good run. Out to the 26-yard line we go. Pittsburgh Steelers on defense. Baltimore Ravens trail in this game. The score is 7-3 Pittsburgh. Baltimore with possession. They're lining up for another play. On the left hash they go. Out to the right-hand side of Lamar Jackson. We've still got Mitchell in on the play. Jackson will wind up and throw. That one's broken up by Joey Porter Jr., the intended receiver on the play. Uh-oh, flag on the play. That stops the clock. That one was intended for DeAndre Hopkins, but Hopkins looked to the officials. They are going to call this pass interference against this Pittsburgh Steelers defense. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. The penalty is against Joey Porter Jr. That is a spot foul and an automatic first down for the Baltimore Ravens. So the penalty, pass interference on the Steelers, going to cost them some yardage. 1st and 10 at the Baltimore 29. At least it wasn't too much yardage. They go from the 26 to the 29. Ravens get a fresh new set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Pistol formation. Motion on the right-hand side. It's Zay Flowers on the move. Lamar Jackson goes to the right-hand side. He'll wind up and throw. Catch maybe made. The official's going to say he was out of bounds. Zay Flowers could not keep his feet in bounds on the play. This will bring up a 2nd down and 10. It looks like a $5 super chat popping in right now. Lamar keeps it alive, baby. What up, Mario? Checking in for my Ravens brother. 1st down again, says Jordan. Let's go. What's up, Jordan? Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Appreciate that, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rock and roll, Jordan with the W super chat. All right, guys. So this game, 2nd down and 10 with 1 minute and 20 seconds here left to go. Motion on the field from Isaiah Likely, a quick snap and a handoff, a spin move, and it looks like Mitchell gets this one out to about the 35-yard line. So 2nd down and 10, a 6-yard pickup means 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 4. Jeffrey saying, go Ravens, go. Major Skrilla saying, go Ravens. We're going to win, says Young Blue Vivo. Here we go, baby, says Jordan. Super chats, we're cooked last night. Mr. Mojo, I don't even know what that means. Thank you, Tim Schneider. Cheers to you. I appreciate you checking into our chat today. 3rd down and 5, 35-yard line. Motion on the field from Zay Flowers. The snap and the drop back. Lamar Jackson, with plenty of time, will wind up and throw the tip drill. The football finds its way safely into the ground, but it does look like the Baltimore Ravens are staring down the barrel of a 4th down. 4th down and 5 with 34 seconds here left to go. Baltimore Ravens on their own 35-yard line. They're going to end up having to punt this thing away. 4th down coming up for Baltimore. They're going to punt this back to the Pittsburgh Steelers. We've got 10 points in this game so far. The over-under is 43.5. We're still underneath that right now. Mr. Mojo saying no dinero. That's okay, man. I'm not worried about that. I just want to make sure that you guys are entertained. Here's a jab step out past the 20. You know me, Mr. Mojo. When have I ever asked for super chats? I never expect them. You know what I mean, man? We never ask for them. This ain't that kind of channel. I don't have a super chat menu that you can buy so that I can get drunk on camera. That's not my style. Okay. 1st and 10 after the punt here. Looks like the Pittsburgh Steelers get the football at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Pittsburgh Steelers going to start this drive at the 20-yard line. We've got 25 seconds here left to go. We got 25 seconds here left to go in the 1st quarter. And change of personnel after the punt. So right now, no action really happening on the field, guys. If you're curious about what's going on in this game, I do have stats on the right-hand side. If you put your fingers on the screen, some of you guys may not be familiar with how it works, but if you put your fingers on your phone screen, you can actually zoom in on these numbers, guys. If those stats at the bottom of the screen, or if the scores across the NFL at the bottom of the screen seem too small, you can always zoom in. All this data is here for you to help you get a better picture here. A snap and a handoff on 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Looks like that carry is going to go to Caleb Johnson. He'll pick up 5, and this will take us to the end of the quarter. So Caleb Johnson's first carry of the day as a 5-yard gain. 2nd down and 5. We are at the Steelers' 25-yard line, and the end of the quarter is coming in here now. 3, 2, 1. There you have it. So end of the 1st quarter. When we get back, it will be the start of the 2nd quarter. We'll have a 2nd down and 5 at the Pittsburgh 25. Let's reset this or move that to quarter number 2. Put 15 minutes on the board. And it looks like we've got a donation here. Thank you, Jordan, saying, Ravens fans, let's show Mario how much we love our team. Be sure to like that stream. I do ask for likes quite a bit on this channel, and I do ask for subscribers on this channel as well. Thank you, Jordan, for the super chat, my friend. He says, and drop them hearts for the Ravens flock. I'm going to Baltimore. All right, Ravens fans, where are you at? So he inspired me right now. It is the end of the first quarter. Let's find out where the Ravens fans are at right now. There you go, Robert Zamora checking in, Jordan checking in. We got Brady Wood checking in for the Ravens flock. Wow, Bill says, love ya. Go Ravens, says T-Bone. James with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Mr. Humphrey. We got Brady Wood checking in for the Ravens. We got Ricky checking in for the Ravens. Bob Smith, you know you're in a good spot right now. Only a fan for this game, says Dal F4I. What's going on? Dat F4I. What's up, dude? We've got Steelers Nation, L versus L. Mark Tip, hello. Is that you in there, Lamar? Who else in here? Ravens for life, says T-Bone. I see you guys. Ancient Aliens with a Ravens logo right now. Living Like Larry with a Ravens logo right now. Jordan, welcome to First Downs, my friend. Let's go, brother. Welcome in. Flock Nation, baby. Go Ravens, says Laney. Born in Baltimore, but Western North Carolina. Let's go Ratbird, says Madman Gonzo. James Humphrey checking in right now. I love it, guys. Trickin' with Marathon. What's up, Trickin'? Go Ravens, says Kelly. What up, Kelly Grant? Hello. Craven for a Raven win, says banking on money. I see you guys. All right. So shout out once again. Thank you for the super here, Jordan. Very much. Thank you very much, Jordan. Very generous, and welcome to First Downs, big dog. I love it. Fist bumps to you, bro. Okay, guys. Well, how about the Pittsburgh Steelers fans today? Where are my Pittsburgh Steelers fans today? Looking at K Dizzle 22 checking in for Pittsburgh. L versus L saying it right now. I see you, L versus L, dropping in for the Pittsburgh Steelers right now. You're like 700 miles away, says Adam. Boo, says Ricky. Buffalo just scored, says Mark McKay. I saw a couple Steelers fans checking earlier. Michael, what's going on? Take two drum covers. What's going on? I saw Cadizzle dropping in a bunch of those right here, guys. Commercial break is over. Steelers do have the football after the Ravens punt. A wind up and a throw to DK Metcalf. Off the hands it goes. This was a 2nd down and 5. It's a 3rd down and 5 right now as we cut back from this commercial break. 2nd down and 5, it becomes 3rd down and 5. It was a good throw from Aaron Rodgers. DK Metcalf got his fingertips to it. 3rd down and 5 coming up. Okay, it is the start of the 2nd quarter. 3rd down and 5. Shotgun formation. Kenneth Gainwell is the player in on the play, or the running back in on the play, excuse me. Steps up to the line, steps back. Aaron Rodgers from the 25-yard line takes the snap. Looks to the right, looks to the left, checks it down to Kenneth Gainwell, knows he needs just a few. He picks it up. He's brought down, but not before picking up the 1st down. That looked like it was Awuzie who got the tackle there. Chidobe Awuzie made the stop, but the Steelers did pick up a 1st down. 1st down for the Pittsburgh Steelers from the Pittsburgh 25 to the Pittsburgh 32. It's a 7-yard pickup, 1st and 10. Looks like we're actually on the 31-yard line. Steelers with the football. Here's the snap. Aaron Rodgers will pump fake. Aaron Rodgers will wind up and throw. Bad throw. This one intended for Washington. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 4:19. 2nd down and 10. So 2nd down and 10. What's going on, chat? How are you today? Welcome to Football Nation. All right, guys, look, my name is Mario. If this is your first time watching this live stream, welcome in. Throughout the day, I figured that, there's a lot of competition for attention for this game, not just on the YouTube landscape, but just in general, right? We got 7 other games happening at the same time right now. If you're locked in with me for this Steelers and Ravens game, thank you for giving me some of your time. Shout out to all of you. Welcome to Football Nation. 31-yard line, Rodgers will take the snap. A flag comes in immediately before the play. This will be a false start. Offense. 5-yard penalty, replay, 2nd down. It's a 2nd down and 10. It becomes 2nd down and 15. This does back up the Pittsburgh Steelers to their own 26-yard line now. Looks like a flinch on the left side by Andrus Peat. And what do you expect? He's not your starter. He's your 3rd-string left tackle. So it is what it is. So 4:19 left to go. Football at the Pittsburgh Steelers 26. Pittsburgh with possession. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the top, 2 receivers to the bottom. Ravens showing blitz here on 2nd down. Play clock down to 1. Waiting for it. There's the snap. Rodgers will check it down here. Washington going to barrel through some players, and on 2nd down and 15, he'll pick up 13. Washington seems to be hurt. He seems to get up slowly. Slow to get up right there, but I think he might be okay. This going to stop the clock with 14:08. We might be going to, y'all remember that movie, Room 1408 with John Cusack? That was a trippy movie. Anyways, Darnell Washington, his head did bounce off the turf right there. Looks like we got a $2 super chat. Another one from Jordan. What up, Jordan? Pittsburgh fans can't. It's okay. It's okay. I appreciate you, Jordan. That's a heck of a flex there, buddy. I appreciate that. Thanks for checking in, bro. 3rd down and 3. Room 1408 coming up right now. Hello to Rick Scarfo. I see you out there. Wow, I was just talking about 1408, says CC0127. Well, that's what we've got on the clock. Looks like Darnell Washington going to go to the blue tent, guys. We're in the middle of an injury here. The clock is stopped. When the official says, let's go, he'll punch this back in here. This was a running play or a receiving play that happened inbounds, so there's the whistle. They punch this back in. It's 3rd down and 3. Football at the Pittsburgh Steelers 39-yard line. Steelers approaching midfield, so have yet to cross midfield. 3rd down and 3. From the 39, Aaron Rodgers in a shotgun. Out to the left-hand side goes Kenneth Gainwell. It's now an empty backfield for Aaron Rodgers. There's the snap. A 4-man rush comes in. Lays this one out for DK Metcalf. He makes the grab. Down inside the 35. Little dance right there for Metcalf as he gets the big 1st down. 1st down, Pittsburgh Steelers. Both feet in bounds for DK. At least he seems, yeah, they're definitely both inbounds. Both feet inbounds there for DK Metcalf. Here's the snap on 1st and 10. Going to air it out again. DK, back shoulder fade, incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10. Now we're operating from the 33-yard line. Pittsburgh Steelers, after the big DK Metcalf grab, are now operating inside of the Ravens 35. DK, they're showing that one again. He definitely had the catch made. I mean, that's a heck of a catch for DK Metcalf. And the Steelers quickly got another play out. Shotgun formation. It's 2nd down and 10. 33-yard line. Here is the snap. Rodgers will take it. Rodgers to the right. He finds, it looks like Kenneth Gainwell, and Gainwell will pick up about 9 yards on 2nd down. This will bring up a 3rd down and 1, maybe a 3rd down and 2. We'll start this clock again. Oops, let's stop the clock again. Maybe not. There's a flag on the play here, guys. Let's find out what this is. Let's find out what this one is. Steelers with the football, Ravens on defense. Personal foul, face mask, defense number 12. That's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic 1st down. Alohi Gilman going to be charged with a face mask for the Baltimore Ravens. Definitely a face mask there. Good call by the officials. And that is a huge pickup here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st down for Pittsburgh. It's 1st and 10 from the Baltimore 12. 1st and 10 from the Baltimore 12. We'll start this clock once again. We are inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the Baltimore 12. Right hash, Aaron Rodgers in a shotgun with Jalen Warren to his right. Play clock down to 3. Motion on the field from Gainwell. Gainwell gets the forward toss, and this time it'll be a pickup of just a yard. 2nd down and 9 at the 11. They're going to call it no gain. 2nd down and 10 from the 12. Showing a highlight right now, the Indianapolis Colts. Ooh, Daniel Jones just went down holding his leg, holding his ankle. Daniel Jones slamming his helmet on the ground. He is hobbling off to the side. So Daniel Jones has exited that Colts game. That's not good. Daniel Jones, non-contact injury there. He went down, his leg buckled on him. He did walk off to the locker room, but that's a different game. So 2nd down and 10. Here is Aaron Rodgers to the left-hand side. He finds Gainwell on the left inside the 10. Down at the 7, pushed out of bounds at the 7. That'll be a 5-yard pickup, 3rd down and 5. So Danny Dimes, we could be missing Danny Dimes. Okay. 3rd down and 5. The Pittsburgh Steelers with the football inside of Ravens territory. The Baltimore Ravens, one of the best red zone defenses in the NFL. Let's see if they can get the stop here. Aaron Rodgers with Jalen Warren to his left, steps up. They are on the left hash, so the far side of the field is at the bottom of the screen. Rodgers will turn around, time running out. He calls the timeout and stops the clock here. So 1 timeout remaining in this half for the Pittsburgh Steelers on 3rd down and 5. It's better than, losing 5 yards. 3rd down, says Jordan. He is hoping that his Baltimore Ravens get a big stop right now. He says, 3rd down. Jordan, I hear you, brother. Let's go, man. Stop them, says Brady. Love y'all saying go Steelers. Defense. Doom, doom. Hold up. Okay, I'd run it twice, says L versus L. Dump 'em, says Mad Steve. Danny Dimes became a nickel. Maybe even less. Danny Pennies. Danny Pennies. Okay. Right now, Houston, Pittsburgh, Kansas City, all in the hunt. Looks like another super chat coming in right now. Thank you very much. Steelers lady since 1972. 3rd down and 5 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Through all the highs and lows. Here's the snap, the drop back to the right. Looks like the catch made by number 14. 3rd down and 5 becomes 4th down and 3. 4th down and 3. Do you go for it or no? Kenneth Gainwell made the catch on the right-hand side, but he slipped. He slipped. Kenneth Gainwell lost his footing. I say take the points. Thank you. Looks like Jan Marie Harmony. Jan Marie, thank you very much, Jan. Thank you, Jan, for that super chat. Appreciate you. Steelers lady in the house. Jordan W. saying 4th, let's go. Here's the kick on 4th down and 3, guys. The Pittsburgh Steelers will bring out the field goal crew, and Chris Boswell kicks a chip shot field goal from 23 yards out. The kick is up, the kick is good, and the Pittsburgh Steelers will extend their lead. The score is now 10-3 after the field goal here by Chris Boswell, and the Ravens now trail by 7. We'll stop the clock with 10 minutes and 39 seconds left to go as we go into a commercial break. 2nd quarter right now, guys. Reset here, reset there. Reset red zone, hit the lo-fi. Okay. All right, y'all, we just got to 69.6 giggity. Looking to see if we can't get to 70 by the end of today. We've got 3 games, so I'm feeling pretty confident about it, but I don't want to count my chickens just yet. You know what I mean? Don't want to count my chickens just yet, guys. Okay, so who's curious around the NFL what the scores are? Because I got you. Taking a look at Cincinnati versus Buffalo. The Cincinnati Bengals are up 14-11 over the Buffalo Bills. Jacksonville Jaguars 21-7 over the Indianapolis Colts. Without Daniel Jones, the Jacksonville Jaguars are in a good spot to lay it on thick there. New York Jets got their first touchdown of the day. Looks like the Miami Dolphins 21-7. A lead for Miami, 21, New York Jets 7. I took the Jets to win that game in an upset, by the way. We've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers up 10-7 over the New Orleans Saints. You can see in this game right now we are 10-3, Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens. Interestingly here, the Seattle Seahawks have only managed to put up 3 points. I need a big day from Jackson Smith and Jigba. So here's hoping that they get it right, because I really want to see the Seattle Seahawks win that game. Moving this over just a little bit more so y'all can see the rest of the scores here. The Tennessee Titans up 14-10 over the Cleveland Browns. And the Minnesota Vikings up 14-0 over the Washington Commanders. Santino might have actually beat me this week in the pick'ems. Uh-oh. That might mess up a lot of people, honestly. Okay, guys, did you do pick'ems for Week 14? If you did not, that's okay. Let's do a quick comparison here of the run game between these two teams, because I have not talked about this today. Now, did you know that the Baltimore Ravens are 5th in the NFL in rushing yards per game? Meanwhile, the Pittsburgh Steelers are averaging less than 100 rushing yards per game. And in this one, it's kind of true to form. Steelers have been throwing the football quite a bit. We have not seen a whole lot of opportunity here. Jalen Warren has 2 carries. Caleb Johnson has 1 carry. Hayward has a carry, Gainwell has a carry, and Rodgers has a scramble here. Total yardage today, 7 plus 5 is 12, plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. So you're looking at 16 total yards rushing throughout the first quarter and 5 minutes of the second. Pittsburgh Steelers not moving the football very well on the ground. It doesn't matter. They have a 7-point lead. We're coming back from this commercial break, and the Ravens return the football out to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up now for Baltimore. Baltimore gets the football. Baltimore gets the football. Thank you, CEL Customs. Cheers to you, my friend. Okay, 2nd down and 10. Baltimore Ravens with the football. They're at the 26, maybe the 27-yard line. Ooh, Derrick Henry nominated for the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award. Okay. I formation here. Looks like Lamar Jackson on 1st and 10 going to find Zay Flowers on the left-hand side. There's an immediate flag that came in on the play. Going to stop the clock. They're going to say too many men downfield. This is going to go. I saw the official on the line go like this. It's going to be illegal. Too many men upfield, or ineligible receiver downfield is actually what I was trying to say. Ineligible receiver, I don't have a button for that. Looks like ineligible man downfield. This penalty is going to be declined. It was a tackle for a loss. They'll take the 2nd down and 11 instead. So Steelers will decline the penalty. It's a 2nd down and 11 right now. Burrow, I see you, Z-Cam. Hey, man, I'm excited to see this Patriots team go far. I'm not necessarily a Patriots fan, but I'm not necessarily not a Patriots fan. Here's a windup and a throw from the 25-yard line. Zay Flowers looking shifty, trying to go vertically. He's going horizontally. He gets the football from the, looks like the 25-yard line out to the 32. This will bring up a 3rd down and 4. It was 2nd down and 11. That's going to be a 7-yard pickup. 3rd down and 4 now coming up for Baltimore. Okay, the Baltimore Ravens looking at a 3rd down. 3rd down and 4 with 9 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Zay Flowers, the motion man, as he lines up right now. Zay Flowers at the bottom of your screens, folks. Shotgun formation. Lamar Jackson motions over to Zay Flowers, and he looks that way. Lamar changing his mind, goes to the right-hand side. He's on the scramble, gets to the 30. He'll wind up and throw. That's intercepted. It's picked off and coming the other way. Picked off this time by the defense of the Pittsburgh Steelers. This man is James Pierre, who picks that out of the sky. James Pierre going to pick that out of the sky, and this is a turnover. 1st down, Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers defense showing who they are right now. Lamar Jackson trying to find, looks like Ali upfield. Underthrows that pass big time. 1st and 10, Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers take over at the Baltimore 36. Steelers take over at the Baltimore 36. Big 1st down right now. Cherry turnover, baby. Cherry picking turnovers right now. Steve dropping the Steelers logo. Black and yellow, black and yellow. You know what it is. The Mustard Men get the football back. Here we go, guys. Single back formation. DK Metcalf at the bottom of the screen. Football at the Baltimore Ravens 36. Steelers with it. DK Metcalf, a motion man. It's going to be a snap and a handoff to Jalen Warren. He is met quickly here by David Ajabo. 2nd down and 9. So Ojabo makes a good play right here. Clock will start ticking. 9:04 here left to go. 2nd down and 9. Football to the Baltimore 35. Football to the Baltimore 35. Yeah, scores across the NFL getting kind of out of control there, guys. Take a look at the very bottom of the screen. Take a look at the very bottom of your screens, folks. You'll see the scores across the league down there. Aaron Rodgers in a shotgun formation. We've got one receiver to the top, and Rodgers takes the snap. 2nd down and 9 from the 35. He's running right now. Rodgers to the 40. He'll wind up and throw. Oh, is that caught? I think it is. Pittsburgh Steelers, Ben Skrowanek makes the grab. Skrowanek for 13 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh. And the Steelers having themselves a pretty good day today against this Baltimore Ravens team, proving to the world that they belong in the postseason. Go ahead and get that stuffing ready. The birds are almost done, says CCO. What up, CCO? Timbo saying Lamar is trash. Okay, motion on the field. Aaron Rodgers pointing to the defense. The strong side on the right side here. It's a quick throw to DK Metcalf on the left. He takes that football forward for a gain of about 6 on 1st and 10. It brings up a 2nd down, and they're going to give him a gain of 5, so 2nd down and 5. Football is inside the red zone, down at the Baltimore Ravens 17. So from the Baltimore 22 to the Baltimore 17, the Pittsburgh Steelers are inside the Ravens red zone. This next play will come from the left hash. DK Metcalf bobbled the football on the initial pass to him. He managed to control it and pick up some yardage. So here we are lined up again from the 17-yard line. Motion on the field, this time from the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we get Jonnu Smith in on this play, lined up in the slot right now. And now a swap here. DK Metcalf in the slot. Jonnu Smith at the very bottom of the screen. Whistle's going to come in on 2nd down and 5. My TV says 2nd down and 4. 7:02 left to go. Timeout called by the Baltimore Ravens. Plenty of time left here to go. Okay, guys, who gets the ball at half? Well, we started this game with the Pittsburgh Steelers kicking off to Baltimore, so the Steelers will get the football to start the 2nd half. Chaz Berry saying nothing better than a terrible towel. Nothing better than the terrible towel. Okay, if we lose this game, I'm starting my draft board, says Mark Tip. I can bring up the draft board for you guys. Apparently, Rodgers likes to point defenders and get fined. Really? I'm not looking that way, says Big Hill. 2nd down and 4 coming up. Man, that coffee is so good right now. That coffee, my eyes just keep going over to that coffee. That coffee is so good right now. Don't know what is different about this coffee today. I think it just actually pairs really well with the cough drop I have in my mouth, which sounds gross, but that's good coffee right now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 2nd down and 4. We've got trips on the right-hand side. Aaron Rodgers under center. He'll take the step back. We get motion on the field. Rodgers takes the snap. He drops back, winds up and throws. Catch is made. This time it is the motion man. Catch will be made out there. Looks like this time. Am I seeing that right? Am I seeing that right? Is that Adam Thielen? Adam Thielen on, I did not know that Adam Thielen was here on this roster. What on earth? 3rd down becomes, we get a 3rd down and 1. So I'm confused because on my list of players, I don't have Adam Thielen on the ESPN depth chart, but it looks like Adam Thielen is apparently a Pittsburgh Steeler, so I got to make note of that now so I don't drop that again. Here's a shot to the end zone to DK Metcalf on 3rd down and 1, incomplete. 4th down and 1 stops the clock. So Moving forward, guys, we got a 4th down and 1 right now. Pittsburgh Steelers likely going to kick another field goal. Did you guys know that Adam Thielen, he got cut? Says L versus L. No, he just got a catch. And you can see him right down here. Here's the name, Adam Thielen. 1 target, 1 reception, good for 4 yards. There he is. Made a catch for the Pittsburgh Steelers. There he is. So, we'll see how he does today. That's cool. All right, Chris Boswell going to kick this up right now. Cut from the Vikings. Kick goes up. Kick is good. It's not Adam Thielen's fault that their quarterback play is trash. The field goal goes up, guys. The field goal is good. And that means that the Pittsburgh Steelers will extend their lead. There is a flag on the play, though. Let's find out what this flag is. This could be after the penalty. Did not know that, says Bubba Jacks. Me either. How do you not know this, says Peace. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the defense. And it, what? Whoa! So the Pittsburgh Steelers end up picking up an unnecessary roughness. It's 4th down and 1 when they kick this field goal, guys. This is during the kick. The flag comes in for unnecessary roughness. The 3 points will be taken off the board. The flag goes in favor of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Unnecessary roughness against the Ravens. And instead of a field goal, we end up with a 1st and goal for Pittsburgh. So 1st and goal for Pittsburgh. They do take the 3 points off the board, but the Steelers now have a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and goal. Ravens, oh, Harbaugh is livid right now. Love the haters. Stay till the end. We've held them twice. We play all 4 quarters, says Jordan W. Unnecessary roughness, guys, against Travis Jones. 1st and goal for Pittsburgh at the 6-yard line. A toss to the left-hand side. Kenneth Gainwell to the 5. Kenneth Gainwell to the end zone. That'll work. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And they will gladly take the 6 points instead of the 3. A huge penalty there for the Ravens. And they end up giving up 6 points at the end of it all. Jordan, I'm sorry, man. We'll see if the Ravens can come back. They're down by 13. They're about to be down by 14 after the Steelers put up this next one here. L versus L saying, cook those rat birds. Okay, guys, see you later. What's up, big dog? Here's the snap. There's the kick. Boswell's kick is up and good. The score is 17-3. 17-3, and it looks like right now this is all Steelers today. 6:05 left to go, and the black and gold making it look easy against these Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are unraveling, says Cape Suzanne. The Ratbirds, says Aaron Burnett. Yup, our season is over, says Notify. Hello, Tamara. Welcome in. I'm really sad now, says T-Bone. What? Pourquoi, my friend? Start the oven. Horribly coached, says Mark. I like both these coaches. I like Harbaugh and I like Tomlin. I don't really have anything against them, man. What's up, Roy Williams? By the way, folks, looks like Muriel's Wedding is on YouTube. Never heard of Muriel's Wedding. What's that? My cat is Romeo. Muriel's Wedding. Both teams playing for their playoff lives. They are Charles Alford. What's going on, man? Thanks for checking in, dude. Thank you, sir. I see you out there. Okay. Why don't we actually bring that up? Someone mentioned something about the postseason here. Someone mentioned something about drafting here. Let's take a look at the draft order. Okay, folks. So we are approaching the end of the first half. We got 6 minutes left to go in the first half of this game. The 2026 draft order looks like this right now. After today, this might change a little bit. Mostly everything on this side is going to change a little bit here. But for the most part, this is pretty much set right now. So if you are thinking to yourself, man, let's say I'm a Saints fan. Who are we looking at this season for the New Orleans Saints. What do you really need in this draft right now? I'll tell you what you really need. You really need a quarterback, and you need one bad. The New Orleans Saints need a quarterback. The Las Vegas Raiders need a quarterback. The Tennessee Titans need an offensive line. They got nobody. They need a wide receiver upfield there too. Taking a look right now, a wide receiver or an offensive lineman could be huge for the Tennessee Titans to help boost and bolster their Cam Ward, because Cam Ward is out there getting crushed every single game. If you're looking way out here, guys, just as the season goes on, the further we get into the postseason right now, guys, the further we get into the postseason, the more information I'm going to have for y'all. We'll have the projected #1 overall picks in the next couple of weeks right now. College football is winding down. We're getting into those bowl games. Once we get into the postseason, I'll let you know for sure who I expect to take who out here. Now, this game, someone also mentioned these two teams are playing for their playoff lives. Yes, they are. The Baltimore Ravens are 6-6. The Pittsburgh Steelers also 6-6. And really, it feels like only one team out of the AFC North is going to make the postseason, because there's too much separation between these three teams right here. It might be less separation if the Bills drop this game to the Cincinnati Bengals, but that's another win for another AFC North team. It's gonna get messy here, guys. There was a flag on the kickoff. It looks like this kickoff was short of the landing zone. The Baltimore Ravens going to start the drive on the 40-yard line thanks to a bad kick from Chris Boswell. 6:05 left to go. Baltimore 1st and 10. Baltimore with the football. 6 minutes left to go in the first half of this game. Lamar Jackson taking a look on his wrist right now, trying to see what play they're going to call up. We are in a pistol formation. They'll hand this off to King Henry, and Derrick Henry takes it from the 40 to the 43. It's a 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7. The clock is ticking once again. Lamar Jackson pulls on the pads a bit. Here we go. Cincinnati will be a problem, says L versus L. Thank you, Roy Williams. Cheers to you, my friend. Rock and roll. He better call Tyrone. Someone better call up Tyrone. Call him. Call him. First 4 possessions of this game. Field goal, punt, interception. This is the 5th drive of the day for the Baltimore Ravens. To the right-hand side goes number 22, and Derrick Henry will pick up about 8 yards, call it a gain of 9 on 2nd down and 7. That's good enough for a Baltimore Ravens first down. First down for Baltimore. Ravens get that football out to midfield. They are across midfield, actually, at the Pittsburgh Steelers 49, as Derrick Henry will get them to the Pittsburgh Steelers, to the Baltimore Ravens logo. Get them to the Baltimore Ravens logo. Looks like there is an injury on the play. Anytime you try to tackle Derrick Henry, guys, you are making a business decision. And it looks like injured on that play, it is Malik Harrison, the linebacker, the man out of Ohio State, a 6-year veteran that they're losing here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's down on the ground right now. 5:23 left to go. They go to a commercial break. So one of the linebackers, number 50, Malik Harrison, is down right now. 27 years old, 6'3", 247. The man out of Ohio State. I don't think I have him listed as a starter, so at least it's not one of the starters, but it's not good to lose one of your linebackers anyways. Shout out to Z-Cam saying, are the Dolphins still alive right now? Z-Cam, the Dolphins, at this point, it's close, man. They're pretty close to being done, but the Miami Dolphins are 5-7, so it would take some losing from these teams up here. And the Dolphins need to get this win today against the Jets. The Dolphins also have a matchup against the Steelers next week. Yeah, they got a matchup against the Steelers next week for Monday Night Football. So the Dolphins could get to the postseason if they win out the rest of the year. It is going to take them winning out for the rest of the year, and it's going to take some help from the rest of the AFC losing a couple of games. Situational football coming up right now, guys. Situations are irrelevant now. Sorry, that's the emo kid in me. Okay. This is just the postseason picture right now. I don't want anybody to get too confused by this. We've got 5 minutes and 23 seconds left to go. We've got an injured Malik Harrison on the field. When we get back from this commercial break, guys, it will be 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh Steelers' 49-yard line. Baltimore Ravens with the football. Derrick Henry just bulldozing, guys. Just bulldozing people, man. Just bulldozing people. Let's see. Taking a look at the scores across the NFL at the bottom of the screen, guys. Taking a look across the league. Looks like Jacksonville's still holding it down. Looks like Cincinnati's still holding it down. The Bengals 21-11 over Buffalo. It's a 10-21 game here in Jacksonville. The Jacksonville Jaguars, going to the blue tent. Looks like Harrison is able to walk on his own power. Commercial break is over, guys. Anyways, the scores are at the bottom of the screen. Y'all can use that for reference. The clock has been punched in. That's what Derrick Henry does. 49-yard line, little play action. Lamar Jackson will wind up and throw. Finds a man. It will be Zay Flowers who picks up 9 yards. 2nd down and 1 coming up here. 2nd down and 1 after a catch on the right-hand side for Zay Flowers. They're showing a highlight there. And Joe Burrow, beautiful throw right there. Looks like that's a touchdown for Joe Burrow against, is that Chase Brown? Chase Brown gets a receiving touchdown. I like it. Okay. I formation right now for the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the snap and a handoff to King Henry on 2nd down and 1. No surprise there. He will pick it up. 1st down for Baltimore. 1st down for the Ravens. Football looks like it's at the Pittsburgh 39 now. Hi, gorgeous. What's up? No? Sammy taking a nap? No. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. It's 1st and 10. I got my beautiful wife in here. Oh, my gosh. I got my beautiful wife in here hanging out with me. 1st and 10. Pittsburgh Steelers on defense. 39-yard line motion on the field from Zay Flowers. Goes from the top to the bottom. Here's the snap. Lamar Jackson under pressure. Lamar Jackson will sidearm. Catch is made. That's Isaiah Likely out to the 32, maybe the 31. Call it the 32-yard line. It brings up a 2nd down. So 2nd down and 8 coming up here. Say again? Yes. Oh. Yes, I'm covering the Packers game. Feel free to just go to my YouTube shelf, guys. You'll see all the games for the week right now. Good sidearm throw right here. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the top, 2 receivers to the bottom. Lamar Jackson steps up to the line. He's now under center. So a single back formation on 2nd down and 4. Here's a snap and a handoff. Looks like it's a handoff to Zay Flowers. Picks up 2 yards, 3rd down and 2. 3rd down and 2. The clock keeps ticking here. Let's see. We got a 3rd down and 2 with 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Take 2 drum cover saying you need a commentary partner. It would be great. It would be great. Okay. I got a 3rd down and 2 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. We've got an I formation. And a flag coming in. This is going to be a false start or an offsides. Waiting for the call right now. Neutral zone infraction on the defense. Flag on the play. Neutral zone infraction. We're just going to call that encroachment. Against the defense here. Definitely a neutral zone infraction. Nice. Looking over to Isaiah Likely was like, did you see that, ref? Did you see that? That would be on 3rd down and 2, a 5-yard penalty, and 5 yards. It's good enough for a Baltimore Ravens 1st down. 1st down for Baltimore. Let's start the clock once again. So they pick up a 1st on a penalty here. We approach the 2-minute warning. Lamar takes the snap. He looks up the middle. It's swatted down. The tip drill. Another flag on the play with 2:12 left to go. Let's find out what this one is. Well, that was done, says CCO. 2nd down and 12 coming up right now. Illegal formation against the offense. That penalty is going to be declined. So illegal formation. Offense penalty is declined on the play. penalty is declined. All good in the hood. All good. Okay, 2 minutes and 12 seconds. It's second down and 10 coming up right now with 2:12. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. And from the 25-yard line, Derrick Henry will take it out to the 23, maybe the 22. It brings up a third down and 8, maybe a third down and 7, and does take us to the 2-minute warning. All right, folks, we go to a quick 2-minute warning here, which means this will take us to a quick word from our sponsors. I'll be back in 90 seconds.
All right, babe, I'm done with my work. Want to get busy?
I'm a little busy right now, but if you're looking to score, you can help me with some of the chores.
First and 10, and he opens up with a sweep to the right-hand side. But the obvious play isn't going to impress the wife. It's a short gain, and he's going to have to do more if he wants to score. Second down and 8, and he runs a counterattack as he wipes down these counters clean. But oh no, he knocks over the baby food, and that's going to get everywhere. It's going to force the laundry. A huge mistake by the offense, and she's literally mopping the floor with this guy. I'm starting to think that he might not score after all, and he's going to have to do something huge here to make up for that penalty. Third down, and our guy breaks out the lawnmower. An incredible move as he chews up huge yardage. He's attacking the outside zone with hedge cutters. He cuts left, he cuts right, but it's all going to come down to the official review.
All right, babe, I'm done. I did all the chores. Are you still down?
Yeah, but I need you to do one more thing for me. I need you to shave.
And there it is, folks. Time for one last play. The Dollar Shave Club Groom and Zoom with sandalwood scented shave butter that goes on clear so you can see what you're shaving. A weighted, non-slip handle with 360 control and a signature 6-blade head with a lubricating strip so you can handle even the most sensitive areas with confidence. He runs the final play, and she says, "It's good! Our man will score! He is in! Touchdown!" Unbelievable, man. I cannot wait to watch those highlights. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our sponsor, in case you could not tell, is Dollar Shave Club. If you guys are looking to get some grooming gear for you or a friend, a brother, an uncle, or someone who is just super extra hairy for no reason, you can click the link in the video description down below for Dollar Shave Club. If you use that link in the description, guys, you will get 25% off your entire basket for your first-time purchase. So if you load up and you get whatever it is that you need, whether it's for you or someone else just for a gift, yeah, that would be awesome. If you guys are big into leaving super chats and things like that, you can actually help me out even more this month by checking out one of those products and picking something up on the Dollar Shave Club. It would actually go farther than a super chat, at least for the next couple of, actually for just this weekend. Dollar Shave Club is helping us, and we need to help them. So appreciate that. Thank you guys. Mario's offense ranked #1 in his division. My offense #1 in the division right now. I love that, Jordan. I love that, Jordan. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay. All right, guys. So looks like that is the end of the 2-minute warning. We've got a third down and 7 coming up right now. Looks like a third down and 8 on my TV screen. Here's the snap for Lamar Jackson. The blitz coming in. Lamar has to get rid of it. Good defense right there. That pass broken up. Fourth down coming up now. So fourth down, another flag on the play. This could be against the defense. Camera focusing right now. Illegal contact on the defense on Joey Porter Jr. Illegal contact. This will be a 5-yard penalty and a first down yet again for the Baltimore Ravens. Man, this just continues to pile up here against the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. I don't know what they're doing now. They're playing with some aggression. They're playing with some tenacity, which is good to see, but they also need to play with some discipline here as well. I like the energy that they're bringing, but they got to tighten this up a bit. Shotgun formation. Here is the snap and a handoff to the right-hand side. This time inside the red zone from the 18-yard line to the 13-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup for Derrick Henry. Second down and 5. It is a second down and 5, and the Ravens are inside the red zone. 1:35 left to go. The clock is hot. No timeouts being taken right now. Got about 90 seconds left to go in the first half of this game. About 90 seconds left to go in the first half of this game. Motion from Zay Flowers as he goes to the top of the screen. Lamar motions him down to the bottom of the screen. Here's the snap and a little play action. Lamar in the pocket will wind up and throw. Rashad Bateman makes the grab and twists his body as he falls down. This will be good enough for a Baltimore Ravens first down. It'll bring up a 1st and goal after the catch for Rashad Bateman there. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Baltimore knocking on the door. Hello. Hello. Is anybody home? Ravens looking to drive this one home here. So 40 seconds left to go. They do have 2 timeouts remaining. It's an offset I formation here. Motion on the field. Lamar will toss to the left-hand side. There goes King Henry. Henry, the 10. Henry out to the 7. It'll be a 1-yard, maybe a 2-yard gain. 2nd and goal, and the clock stays hot. Timeout going to be called. This stops the clock. This is the 2nd timeout of the half taken by the Baltimore Ravens. Okay, so the Baltimore Ravens pick up 2 yards on there. They do need to call the timeout to stop the clock. It is 2nd down and goal. Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry out there doing the best they can. Let's see. I see you, Robert. I have Bateman in fantasy football. 82nd airborne, says Z-Cam. All cause of penalty, says Daniel Hawker. What up, Daniel Hawker? What's going on, Jerry? What's going on, hygienist? What's going on? Saying, Daniel, it's a lucky drive. Henry is cooked. I need Derrick Henry for my Dynasty League. I'd love to see Derrick Henry score a touchdown here. It is 2nd and goal from the Pittsburgh 6-yard line. Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry in a shotgun formation looking like Batman and Robin right now. Can't really tell who's who, though. Waiting for the snap. Lamar Jackson. We've got 27 seconds on the clock here. Lamar takes it. Lamar against the blitz will wind up and shoots to the corner. Mark Andrews, the intended receiver, gets up, looks for flags, not going to get them. What? What happened? Mark Andrews is dust, bro. Mark Andrews is dust. Hate to say it, but it feels that way. There's definitely a little bit of pulling from both sides right now. That pass incomplete. 3rd down and goal with 16-ish seconds left to go. I got 21 seconds here left to go. I got a 3rd down and goal with 21 seconds left to go. Lamar Jackson in a shotgun formation will take the snap again, and Jackson scrambles to the right. He scrambles to the 5. He scrambles to the end zone, and that's a touchdown, Baltimore Ravens. Touchdown, Baltimore! Lamar Jackson will scramble in for 6. 16 seconds left to go. We've got a game, guys. We've got a game. So touchdown, Lamar. Penalty on the play. There's a penalty on the play, guys. It's going to be a holding on the defense again. That penalty will be declined by the Baltimore Ravens. So, doesn't matter, the penalty. It is what it is. The Ravens will score. Here comes the extra point attempt. It is a holding against the defense on that play. Jeffrey saying, thank God. Here comes the extra point attempt to make this a 7-point game. Here comes the extra point attempt to make this a 7-point game. The snap, the hold, the kick, it's up, and the kick is no good. It's an 8-point game, and as it sits right now, the Ravens would need a 2-point conversion. Tyler Loop got too far underneath that one. It swung to the left and went wide to the left. Wide left there. Wow. That sucks. Oh no. Oh no is really what the case is right now. Missed extra point attempt for the Baltimore Ravens. WTF, says Roy Williams. Tyler Loop, where's Tucker now? Lieutenant Dan. Let's see. Fire the kicker, says T-Bone. He's a rookie. He's a rookie. No good. LOL, you literally can't make this stuff up, says Dat. What up, Dat? Okay, need a turnover, says Jerry. That's weird, says Todd Tier. Mario, the Falcons are good. The Falcons and the Seahawks are tied up at 6-6. It doesn't seem like either of these two teams are doing good today. Neither of these two teams doing very well. I expect the Ravens to kick this off, guys, and send this into a halftime break in just a moment here. So the Ravens going to kick off. The Steelers going to return. Maybe they'll return. Here's the kickoff. This kick is a good, solid kick. And we get to the 20, the 25, down at the 26-yard line, 11 seconds left to go. I would imagine that the Steelers just take the knee, is my guess. I would imagine that the Steelers would just take the knee, and then we go into halftime. Why do people always say that it's the refs? And they just don't want to admit the truth, says Sherry Jackson. Ohio State is kicking, says Adam. Oh, man. Ohio State is kicking the bucket right now. They lost to the Hoosiers. Here's the knee, and as expected, we do go into halftime. Let's add these timeouts back on right now. We will see the Steelers get the football to start the second half, guys. We are going into halftime. Let's reset this clock here. We'll put 13 minutes on the board, and we will go into our trivia quiz. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what that means. It's time for trivia, and I'm going to ask you guys 10 questions. This is just for funsies. You guys I don't think you guys have seen any of these questions. Santino put a fresh new quiz together for you guys. Here we go. Let's start with question number 1. What state do the Pittsburgh Steelers play their home games in? Easy question to open it up, guys. What state do the Steelers play their home games in? Is it Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, or Ohio? This takes a little bit of geography knowledge here. This takes a little bit of geography knowledge, not too much, but you should know your United States geography here. The answer is Pennsylvania, guys. Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh Steelers. There it is. You can see their county highlighted right there. I like that. I like the way that he drew that out. That's pretty cool. Rock and roll. So, yes, 2 teams in Pennsylvania, the other team being the Philadelphia Eagles. So, all Pennsylvania games. That's why we got the Phil Pitts Steagles. Question number 2, guys. Who was leading the Ravens in total tackles entering today's game? So entering today's game, who had the most total tackles for the Baltimore Ravens? Is it A, Roquan Smith? Is it B, Malachi Starks? Or is it C, Kyle Hamilton? Which of these 3 men has the most tackles on this team right now? The answer is the linebacker. Linebackers are typically your tackle machines, guys. Sometimes you might see a safety lead the way in tackles, but on this team for the Baltimore Ravens, Roquan Smith is the tackle machine. So 90 total tackles this season for Roquan. Hamilton in 3rd with 76. Question number 3. Who was leading the Pittsburgh Steelers in interceptions entering today's game? Who led the Pittsburgh Steelers in interceptions? Highlighting some of the defenses in today's trivia quiz, guys. Highlighting some of this in today's trivia quiz. A, B, or C? Is it TJ Watt, Jack Sawyer, or Brandon Eccles? I'll give you a hint. He's had a heck of a game today. The answer is Brandon Eccles. Good job, Courtney. Good job. Good job, Bubba Jax. I see Pamela got that one right. It looks like I Am Become Destroyer of Worlds also got that one right. Good job, guys. Well done, Robert. Okay, so you guys paying attention to today's game. Brandon Eccles on defense, leading the team in interceptions. Question number 4, guys. Here we go. The last time the Ravens beat the Steelers was in which round of the playoffs? Was it the wild card, the divisional, or the conference round of the playoffs? A, B, or C? What do you think? A, B, or C? What do you think? No penalties for wrong answers here, guys. You got 1 second. The answer, the last time the Ravens beat the Steelers was in the wild card of the 2024 playoffs. 2024 playoffs wild card round. There you go. That's the last time the Ravens beat the Steelers. Let's see if they can get the job done here today. Question number 5. Question number 5. About how many yards per game was DK Metcalf averaging entering this week? 50, 60, or 70 yards per game? How many yards per game was DK Metcalf averaging this week? A, B, or C? Don't really know how anybody could really know that off the top of their heads. But there is an answer, and the answer is 50 yards per game on average. Averaging 50 yards per game. Looks like the Humanizer got that one right. Looks like My Cat is Romeo got it right. Looks like a few of you guys got this one right. Well done, guys, those of you who got it right. Bill Adams, well done. Good job, guys. Question number 6 coming up here. Who was leading the Ravens in receiving touchdowns entering today's game? This is really just a pulse check trivia right now. Receiving touchdowns, guys, is it Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, or Mark Andrews? Which man is it? Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, or Mark Andrews? Who is leading this Ravens team in receiving touchdowns entering today's game? I'll have you know that Zay Flowers leads the team in receiving yards, but in receiving touchdowns, it is Mark Andrews inside the red zone. 5 receiving touchdowns for Andrews. Bateman, Charlie Kohler, Hopkins, and Walker all have 2. Zay Flowers just 1 receiving touchdown here in 2025. Question number 7, guys. Here we go. The last time the Ravens beat the Steelers, how many field goals did Chris Boswell make? Is it 2, 4, or 6? Is it 2, 4, or 6? The last time the Ravens beat the Steelers, how many times did the Steelers player, Chris Boswell, how many field goals did he make? 2, 4, or 6? So in that wild card game, guys, Chris Boswell kicked 6 field goals. That's 18 points on his end alone. Yeah. Anyways, little obscure right there. Little obscure. Let's move on to the next question right now. Question number 8, guys. Question number 8. Which Ravens player had the longest rushing play from scrimmage entering today's game? Which Ravens player had the longest rushing play from scrimmage entering today's game? Is it A, Justice Hill? Is it B, Derrick Henry? Or is it C, Lamar Jackson? Longest play this season on the ground for Baltimore is actually Justice Hill, guys. Justice Hill with a 71-yard run this season. Derrick Henry's biggest play on the ground this season has been 59 yards. And Mark Andrews actually had a 35-yard scramble earlier this season as well. I got 2 more questions for you guys. Here we go. Who was leading the Steelers in tackles for loss entering today's game? Entering today's game, which defensive player for the Pittsburgh Steelers leads this team in tackles for loss? A, B, or C? Nick Herbig, Alex Highsmith, or T.J. Watt? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Herbig, Highsmith, or Watt? Tackles for loss. Big win here for Nick Herbig. Herbig, guys, 12 tackles for loss. T.J. Watt with 9. Alex Highsmith with 6. That is your tackle for loss leaders. Herbig leads this team for sure. All right, guys, our final question for trivia. Final question here, guys. Who holds the all-time record for passing yards for the Baltimore Ravens? Is it Kyle Bowler, Lamar Jackson, or Joe Flacco? Who holds the all-time passing record for the Baltimore Ravens? A, B, or C? This one probably should have been at the front of the trivia quiz. This is definitely like the easiest of all the questions. This is definitely the easiest of all the questions. The answer is Joe Flacco, guys. The answer is Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco holds the record with 38,245 passing yards for the franchise record. Who is getting the first drive this second half, asks Christian. The possession needle is already there, Christian. The Pittsburgh Steelers will get the football to start the second half. All right, guys. So we are still in halftime. Now, if you guys are looking to make a little extra scratch, maybe a little extra coin, you can do so by actually playing trivia with me. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the official hosts for NFL Trivia on Sway. If you download the platform Sway, if you download the app Sway on your phones, you guys can sign up to play there. It's free to play, guys, and this week we have a $500 prize pool. This is what it's going to look like on your phone, guys. You'll see me over here in the background. Every round I will ask you guys a simple question, something like, what division are the Dallas Cowboys in? Or something like, who is this quarterback? And I'll show you a picture of CJ Stroud. Or simple questions like that. If you know football, you will be in a good spot to get some cash in this game. But the twist is that unlike this trivia quiz, where the questions are much tougher and I give you 30 seconds to answer, you will get less than 10 seconds to answer the questions. So you will either know it or you don't, and if you don't plug in your answer in time, you will be eliminated from the competition. It is single elimination. You can buy extra lives, by the way, in case you want a chance at the grand prize. You can indeed buy extra lives, but we'll be doing this every single week moving forward, Wednesdays at 8:30. You can find the link in the description down below, or you can check out the Google Play stores or the Apple stores. Look for that star. You see that star over there on the left side of your screen? That is the Sway logo. You'll literally see a picture of me on the platform, which is super cool. All right, guys. By the way, last time we did Sway, we only had like 200 people play, but of those 200 people, 13 people won, and they split the $500 prize pool. Each person, 15 people, they split that up, and they each got $33.33. So, yeah, check it out, guys. Check it out. We're doing it. It was so much fun last week that we're going to do it again this week, and would love, love, love to see you guys there. Okay. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate that, Sam Derby. Let's see. 8 out of 10, says Adam. Adam Barton got 8 out of 10. Got at least 50%. Says Sam. Reading some more of these comments. Leo got 3 out of 10. Mr. Gator got 2 out of 10. Woof. Let's see. How else did you guys do? 5 out of 10, says JD. Guys, the questions on the other platforms so much simpler than the questions than we have on this on our trivia quizzes here on this channel. So much easier than the trivia quizzes we have on this channel. I promise you guys that. Robert Zamora, what's going on, buddy? Let's go. Okay, so we're still in halftime. We got about a minute left right now, y'all. We got about a minute left here. And after this game, we're going to be going straight into the next one with the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Green Bay Packers and Chicago Bears coming up next. What happened, Gator? Question mark? I got the 2 easy ones, is what he said. Okay, do you think Derrick gonna score? I hope so, Ebony Base. I hope so. What's going on, Ebony? Thanks for checking into the chat. Appreciate you. Can't believe they missed that extra point, says Jeff. I know, dude. Pittsburgh to receive the second half, guys. Get the wife a Packers tee. I got the wife a whole bunch of Packers stuff for sure. I've even got Packers ornaments on the tree right now. We've only got 1 week. Only one Dallas Cowboys ornament. Been getting Christina all these Packers Christmas things. Gonna need to get some Cowboy stuff myself. Okay, guys, please. I know we got about 3,000 people in this chat right now. Second half about to get started here. If you guys have not smashed that like button just yet, I'm not going to beg for it, guys. I'm just going to simply request that you guys help a brother out and smash that like button. Don't forget about us on this side. I am here for you. Okay, reset the clock. Go to the third quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 after the kickoff here. You can see at the bottom of the screen, Pittsburgh to receive second half kickoff. Okay. Cincinnati Bengals hanging on to a 3-point lead there. Man, this game is well behind schedule. All the other ones, maybe not all the other ones. Cincinnati and Buffalo, they're midway through the third quarter already. They're keeping that game on the ground. A lot of running of the football. Snowy weather makes it difficult to pass. Okay, 1st and 10 coming up in just a moment. Still waiting for our kickoff here. You know, I've been drinking a lot of coffee. I think I'm going to need some water instead. I think I'm going to need some water here instead. Okay. And we're still waiting, guys. Those of y'all checking in right now, we're still waiting for the action here. Ray Lewis running out with the Super Bowl trophy. Might be the last time for the Ravens, but we'll find out. Pause, Barry, says Timbo. Hydrate, says Roy Williams. I know, it's a long day today, guys. It's a long day today. Water and lime, says Julius. Baby, would you be my Corona and lime? And I will be your main squeeze. Y'all remember that song? What about kick, push, slide? A little Lupe Fiasco. Courtney saying, me love you long time. That is a Full Metal Jacket reference right there. Full Metal Jacket right there. Classic. Classic. Okay, guys. Pittsburgh Steelers lining up to receive this. Ravens getting ready to kick off right now. Loop to send this away. There is the kick. This one goes far, far away. It might actually go out of bounds right here. It will go out of bounds. And we'll start this drive on the 40-yard line. An inauspicious start to the second half here for a Ravens team that's already trailing by 8. So Loop seems to be struggling today. Kicker missing a field goal. Kicker now missing a kickoff. Steelers going to start this drive on the 40. 1st and 10 coming up now. Okay. So 1st and 10 coming up now for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 15 minutes on the board. Game is starting to drag a little bit right now. Want to see these guys get back to it so we can call more action here. 1st and 10 with 15 minutes on the clock. A pistol formation as Aaron Rodgers sends a man in motion. We got motion on the field. Ravens showing blitz, but they only rush 4. Looks like with plenty of time, Aaron Rodgers starts to run out of time. He will scramble, flips the hips, will wind up and throw. DK Metcalf across midfield from the 40, inside the 20, and inside the red zone we go. DK Metcalf gonna dance and point himself around to a 1st down. Big play right there. Big play for DK Metcalf. Aaron Rodgers had all day long on that play, guys. Aaron Rodgers all day long finds DK Metcalf. Inside the red zone we go, and the opening play of the game, or opening play of the second half, is a 42-yard bomb again to DK Metcalf. Motion on the field this time. We do have a motion man going to the bottom. That's Pat Freiermuth lined up in the slot right now. Under center, Aaron Rodgers from the 19-yard line will throw to Freiermuth. Freiermuth goes in through the contact, hangs on to that football, gets to the 15-yard line. They'll call it the 16. It's a 3-yard pickup. So from the 19 to the 16, clock is ticking. Aaron Rodgers getting all kinds of fired up right now. Jordan saying make him fumble. Sam Derby saying Sammy will be a Lions fan. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. They're historically bad. Would rather have him, even if they have not won in a long time, would rather have a team that's actually won a Super Bowl. But it's his choice. 2nd down and 7 from the 16-yard line. Under center right now. Aaron Rodgers takes it. Aaron Rodgers will hand this off. Kenneth Gainwell left-hand side. Kenneth Gainwell still going backwards but finds the crease. He dives forward. I think he'll be just short right now. This should bring up a 3rd down and 1. This should bring up a 3rd down and 1. I don't think it's enough for the 1st down. Football should be at the Baltimore 10-yard line. Jeffrey saying they can't stop anything. Football out to the 10-yard line. Kenneth Gainwell making a diving play. Way to hang on to that football there as well. 3rd down and 1. 12 minutes and 45 seconds here left to go. Aaron Rodgers in a shotgun formation. 2 receivers left. 1 to the right. It's a snap and a handoff to Kenneth Gainwell, and Gainwell will pick up 2 yards on the play. 3rd down and 1 becomes 1st and goal. 1st down, Pittsburgh. Steelers pick up the 1st down. 1st down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Team scoring across the NFL. The New Orleans Saints have a 3-point lead over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now, if you can believe that. Space Explorer saying that JSN just scored a touchdown. Let's go, Space Explorer. Thanks for letting me know. 1st and goal. I'm going to make these fantasy football playoffs this season. Hopefully take home the chip. 1st and goal. Football at the Baltimore 8-yard line. Steelers knocking on the door. 3 trips to the red zone. Every trip to the red zone has ended in points so far. This play goes backwards for Jaylen Warren. It'll be a loss of a couple yards right here. It brings up a 2nd and goal out to the Baltimore 10. So Jaylen Warren struggling this season a little bit. He is, honestly, feels like playing second fiddle right now to Kenneth Gainwell. Both running backs have split carries right now. Both running backs with 4 rushing attempts. Kenneth Gainwell, 15 yards. Jaylen Warren, just 1. Kenneth Gainwell also has that rushing touchdown and a couple of receptions today. 14 fantasy points and full-point PPR for Kenneth Gainwell. Shotgun formation. We've got Jaylen Warren in on the play right now. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Here comes the snap and a 4-man rush. Rodgers will wind up and fires. No flag on the play. Intended for Freiermuth on this one. 3rd down and 10. Stops the clock with 11:07. 3rd and goal. Sam Derby, you're welcome, buddy. I'll be here all day, Sam. So if you want to come back, bro, I'll be here. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate you giving me some of your time, my friend. Who was going to get him against Prehistoric? What? Big Hill? Trying to read that. Captain Zuri saying, let's go Falcons. Zeke Rogers is in the house. What up, Zeke? James Osborne checks in. Looks like we've got some new players in the chat. What's up, chat? Here's the snap. 3rd down and goal. Looking left. In trouble. Rodgers will scramble. He'll break a tackle. He'll flip the hips and wind up and throw. 3rd down and goal. This one intended for Gainwell. Incomplete. 4th down and goal. Aaron Rodgers looking slippery today. But the field goal unit will come out for the Pittsburgh Steelers to make this a 2-possession game right now. A field goal here will make it a 2-possession game. We're lined up at the 10, so this should be a 28-yarder for the Steelers. Should be a 28-yarder. Ramsey, the score's actually Saints 14, Tampa 10. It's a 4-point game. The scoreboard is down below right now, guys. All the scores across the NFL. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the Steelers will put 3 more points on the board. All right, guys, 3 points on the board. The Pittsburgh Steelers score again. And the Ravens, looks like they can only win against the Steelers when it matters in the postseason. But this game is important. This game is pretty important for both teams. All right, guys. Let's take a quick look at the schedule. What's going on, Born Leader? I see you out there. We tap in. Shout out. Chat sub up. Chat sub up. Saying Born Leader. Thank you very much, Born Leader. Thanks for checking in. How do you become a wizard without a 3-year program? Don't forget your spelling. Boom. Big Hill with the dad joke right there. Juanita. Thanks for checking in, Juanita. I got Corey in the house, Timbo in the house, Angeles Jose in the house. What's going on, guys? Hey, who's new? Who is new to the chat? Who has literally been here before and watches this live stream along? Like, how many of you guys have watched this live stream but have never left a chat in the chat area? I want to see some new names right now. I know that Space Explorer's with us, Mr. Mojo's with us, Steve is with us. A lot of you guys are with us every game, and I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for coming back time and time again. I want to get some of the other people who like to hang out in the back of the room to step forward. Don't be shy. Say hello in the chat. Let us know what's going on in your life. Just say hello. Drop an opinion about these 2 games. Let's see. We've got a lot of comments that just popped in. I'm new, says Corey. Chaz checking in. Not me, says Zeke. First time ever, says Corey Kleber. What's going on, Corey? Thanks for checking in. I got 5 on it, says Rev Green. Todd tier every time. What up, Todd? Thanks for checking in, bro. What's up, Brian? Hello. Robert Zamora, welcome back, my friend. I'm not new anymore. You sure are not, Mr. Gator. Appreciate you. Thank you very much, Shannon. New here, says Gaming, saying loves the layout. Thank you, Gaming, with Isaac. What up, Isaac? Thanks for checking in, bro. How do you not piss off a witch, says Ron J. Uh-oh, scared to see what the punchline is. Montez Moore, welcome in, Montez. Raid Riddell Gregory Riddell. Greg, what's up, homie? Thanks for checking in. Always here, rarely chatting. What's up, live free read? That's exactly what I wanted to see. Someone who checks in, doesn't normally chat, but wants to just say hello. Thanks for letting me know you're back there, dude. Appreciate you. Jeffrey's in the house, first time in here. Take 2 drum covers. I got you, bro. Fist bumps to you, big dog. I see you. I'm new, says Sean. Thanks, Sean. Thanks for checking in. I'm at work listening right now. Well, we're already friends, Rain, because I'm also a Dallas Cowboys fan. Mr. Mojo saying we don't have a life. Debo Ciozo? D-Boss Yozo. What up, DeBoss? Looks like this kickoff comes out after the Pittsburgh Steelers scored the field goal. We do get a kickoff, and the Ravens return the football out shy of the 30-yard line. We'll scroll this down just a hair so you can see some more of these stats here. Baltimore Ravens now have the football. Thank you guys so much for checking in. I'm not going to get a chance to read all of these comments, guys, but thank y'all so much for checking in right now. We are still shy of 1,000 likes, which is okay for me, guys. I just want y'all to give me some of your time today. Share some of your time with me today. Don't give me any of your time. Let's share it together. We got ourselves a first down, 1st and 10 from the 30. Derrick Henry gets the carry out to the 35. So this will actually be a 6-yard gain. They started this drive on the 29. 6-yard pickup, 2nd down and 4. 10:30. Okay. In different area codes, I got. Oh! 2nd down and 4. Zay Flowers on the move out of the, looks like an I formation. This will be a handoff to Keaton Mitchell on 2nd down and 4. It's a 3-yard gain, 3rd down and 1. Football now out to the Baltimore 38-yard line. Are the Jets tanking, says Mark Lewis. Looks like it. They're down by a significant number right there. Rodgers is cheating death, says Mr. Mojo. Buenas tardes, mi hermano. Buena transmisión. Arriba los aceros. Los acereros. Saying Steelers. You're going with the Steelers right now. Shout out to you in Richmond, Virginia. What's going on, Manuel? Manuel, bienvenido. Shotgun formation. We've got 2 receivers at the top of the screen, but it's a toss to the bottom, and Keaton Mitchell breaks through. He's to the 40. He's to the 50. The 40. The 30. The 20. The 10. Dropped inside the 10. Good tackle made there by Peeble, but a big run from Keaton Mitchell. Mr. Mitchell out to the left-hand side. 56-yard run. Just shy of a touchdown right there. Big first down for the Baltimore Ravens. First down, Baltimore. We're inside the red zone. Huge run for Keaton Mitchell out to the left-hand side, making Derrick Henry look bad, bro. Jordan saying, let's go. Okay, I formation. Derrick Henry back in on this play. I need King Henry to score. He goes up the middle. He'll actually get flipped over here. He'll pick up a yard. It brings up a 2nd down and goal. We are inside the 10. 2nd and goal, football at the 7. Football at the 7 here. Bada bing, bada boom, says Steve. Bada bing, bada boom. I see you out here, Jesus Freak 777. I see you, Michael. What's up? Take 2 drum covers, Michael Castro and Michael Edits. Or Michael Delziti, Mr. Delziti. Here's the snap, guys, on 2nd and goal. Up the middle, Derrick Henry from the 7 inside the 5. 3rd down and goal. Brought down on that play by the Steelers defense. The Steelers holding tough here now. Stepping away from the chat, we are inside the red zone. I got a 3rd down and goal right now. Todd Monken, the offensive coordinator. We'll see if they can get this one going here. 2 trips to the red zone today for the Baltimore Ravens. They have scored on both of their red zone drives, a touchdown and a field goal. Let's see if they can score on this one. 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Lamar Jackson in a shotgun formation. Lamar takes the snap. He looks to the left. He steps up through the pocket. He'll wind up and throw. The catch is made. It's Isaiah Likely. The tight end, number 80, Isaiah Likely, will score the touchdown, and the Ravens will put 6 more on the board. It's a game, ladies and gentlemen, and it is getting loud at the stadium now. Touchdown puts the Ravens within 5 right now. It's back to a 1-possession game. It's back to a 1-possession game. You can see them applauding it right there. Ravens fans getting stoked up for it. Isaiah Likely gets the receiving touchdown. Is that his first touchdown of the season? That's crazy. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's up. The kick is beautiful this time from Tyler Loop. Ain't nobody getting to that. It is now 16-20. It's a 4-point game. Missing that extra point attempt earlier changes things, though. Because had they made that extra point attempt earlier in this game, this would be a 3-point game. But a 4-point game makes a big change. Let's see. I started doing 100 ab crunches a day for 5 days. Now I'm up 700 from late October. Feeling very good, says Rick Smith. Let's go, Rick. Okay. I like that, dude. I like that. We have to bring the pump cam back, bro. I got to bring back the pump cam. That was for basketball. We used to do the pump cam for basketball. Flex much, Rock? Dirty Birds comeback. NFL sucks. Run game, says Ron. The run game is, you know, I would like to see the run game come back. I need Derrick Henry. I also need a big game today out of Breece Hall for the New York Jets. I'm hoping for Breece Hall and Devon Achane to go off today. This game is probably the game that I should have covered, the Jets and the Dolphins, for my fantasy purposes. Would have made a big difference right there. Let's see, Mr. Mojo. I see you, bro. Northern DC is in the house. ID is identification. That is correct, Brian Hudson. Reading more of these comments right now. Looks like the old 12-ounce curl with the beer. The old 12-ounce curl with the beer. 3 beer curls. Hey, man, who wants a 6-pack when you can have a keg, right? Like and share, says T-Bone. You heard the man. Mark Lewis, you're welcome, my friend. A. Shane Hurt, shaking my head. No, you're kidding, bro. You're kidding. A. Shane got hurt, and Breece Hall is doing poorly, says Wilson. Well, that's classic. Just beer. That's a classic situation for me. Yep, Devon Achane questionable to come back. Seattle's defense doing all right now. Joe Burrow doing okay. Jackson Smith and Jigba carrying me here. I wonder if Achane is going to be okay. Rib injury right before the postseason. He had 17 fantasy points and he gets a rib injury. Brutal. That is brutal here. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm just taking a look at my fantasy scores. I also lost CeeDee Lamb this week. CeeDee Lamb out with a concussion. I wonder if he'll be back next week before playoffs. That's going to kill me if I have to go in there. I'm going to be a first-round exit if I have to go into the playoffs without Devon Achane and CeeDee Lamb. We'll see if he clears concussion protocol. He did get rocked, bro, but at least he's got a long week. At least he's got a longer week to recover because that happened on Thursday Night Football, so that should be good for CD. Ohio State got beat. Yes, Dave, we covered that on this channel yesterday. We also covered the Bulldogs game, the Georgia Bulldogs versus the Alabama Crimson Tide. That game was insane, bro. We had over 400,000 views on that live stream. Okay, guys, so this kick goes into the landing zone and then through the back of the end zone. This means that the Steelers are going to start this drive on the 20 because it did go into the landing zone first. So it did go into the landing zone first. They'll start this drive at the 20 here. 7:35 here left to go. Ohio State game was better. OMG, says Northern DC. I know. Cook is cooked. Doing well, says Julie. All right, we need to get to 2,000 likes, says T-Bone. I'm not even worried about it, T-Bone. Again, as long as we can get this chat room to have 5,000 people in it at some point, that is really what I'm most interested in, is the amount of views and our watch time on this channel. I want to try to get our watch time above 10 minutes for every live stream. We are getting closer and closer. Sometimes we get there, sometimes we don't. That's a level of consistency, but that's on me, not on you guys. Here's the snap and the handoff. Up the middle goes Jaylen Warren from the 20-yard line. He gets out to the 23. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 7. Starts the clock once again. So, yeah, we're trying to get our watch time on the channel, like the aggregate average watch time, to go up, and our average number of viewers, we want that to go up as well. Oh, wow, James Cook fumbled the football? Did James Cook fumble the football in the end zone and Cincinnati recovered? That's kind of interesting. Okay. 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers at the 23-yard line. Aaron Rodgers in a pistol formation. With less than 7 minutes left to go in the third, Rodgers takes the snap. He looks left. He looks right. He'll wind up and throw. A flag comes in out of the backfield. Going to put his head down and go. Jaylen Warren will pick up about 6. But you know what? I don't think this is going to go the way that the Steelers want it to go. There's a flag on the play, and I think that's a holding on the offense. 2nd down and 7 will likely become 2nd down and 17. I haven't seen the call yet. I'm guessing. Holding. Offense number 21, 71. It's like 21. Holding number 71. That is going to be a 10-yard penalty, so it brings up a 2nd down and 17, guys. They go backwards. 2nd down and 17. The football at the Pittsburgh 13-yard line here. Football at the Pittsburgh 13-yard line. Rodgers did get rid of that one. Okay, guys, 2nd down and 17 coming up for the Steelers. Football at the 13, Rodgers, empty backfield. Rodgers hands up right now, hands down. Hands back up, he takes the snap, looking left. He'll wind up and throw to his first option here. It is DK Metcalf out to the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 12. It brings up a 3rd down and 5 after a 12-yard pickup. 3rd down, and the Steelers could be looking at a 3 and out, and the Ravens could be getting the football back. I forgot to change the possession needle, by the way. That's my fault there, Frost. 3rd down and 5, we do have an injured player for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It is number 71 with 6:11 left to go. And we've already got an issue here at left tackle, by the way. We've already got an issue here at the left tackle spot for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're going to a quick commercial break. All right, guys, commercial break. Now, let's explain what just happened. We are losing a 3rd-string offensive tackle. For those of you guys who were not here at the start of this game, let me explain what that means. This means, by the way, left tackles for this team, for this Pittsburgh Steelers team. Broderick Jones is normally your starter. He is on IR. Then Calvin Anderson is the other one. He is currently out. Andrus Peat is the last remaining true left tackle on this roster, and he just went down, which means we could likely see Spencer Anderson come in right now. We might even see Isaac Seumalo shift over to left tackle and see Spencer Anderson come over here. We could also see Troy Fautanu come out from the right side and go to the left side. Why? Well, because this side here for a right-handed quarterback is the blind side, and this left tackle needs to be strong and needs to be able to protect Aaron Rodgers to avoid injuries right here. At least if they're on the side that you can see, not on your blind side, but on the side that you can see, Aaron Rodgers can read that play coming in and turn away from the challenge or try to get away. But if he's standing this way and someone comes in from behind him, someone comes in from this way, and he doesn't see it, whiplash, he's about to get crushed. So, losing your left tackle is a huge issue here for this Pittsburgh Steelers offense. You're already looking at a 3rd down and 5. We are still in the commercial break right now. Football at the Pittsburgh 25. We'll see what they do here. No remaining true left tackles for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I wonder how that's going to work out here. Watching you from Santa Ana, California. Thank you very much, Ramon Herrera. Thank you, Ramon. Appreciate you, bro. What is the score, says Jimin. The score is 20-16, my friend. The score is 20-16 You can see it right here. By the way, scores across the NFL at the bottom of the screen right now. Scores across the screen. So they've lost their left tackle. That's a tough spot with no left tackles remaining. Pete goes to the blue tent. Let's see who they bring in to be that man now. So Pete, it looks like that might have been a non-contact injury here. So it's number 60 who comes in, guys. We've got another man, number 60, filling in on that side, and I actually don't have him listed on my O-line. That's on me, not on anybody else. 3rd down and 5. 3rd down and 5 from the 25-yard line. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking, shooting the football upfield. The catch is made. Calvin Austin across midfield. 3rd down and 5 from the Pittsburgh 25. No problem for Aaron Rodgers. 1st down, Pittsburgh Steelers. Big catch for Pittsburgh on that play. Catch upfield from Calvin Austin as he's brought down on that play. By the way, number 60 out on here is Dylan Cook. So Dylan Cook out of Montana going to be your left tackle right now. 27 years of age, 305 pounds, 3rd year in the NFL. Motion on the field from Ben Skrowanek right now. Here's the snap. It's going to be a handoff. Looks like this one. It's going to go backwards. And Caleb Johnson goes nowhere. So 2nd down and 11 coming up as they lose a yard on the deal. Losing a yard on the deal right now. Let's find out where the chat is. What up, chat? Okay, 2nd down and 11. Football at the Baltimore 45. The Pittsburgh Steelers have the ball right now. Kevin, what's going on? Dirt Floor Productions. I see y'all, man. I see you, bro. Jesus Freak, not gonna lie, I like this channel. We're here for you, man. We're here for you. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers left, 1 to the bottom of the screen. Rodgers waits for the snap right now with Warren to his right. He'll check it down to Warren. Warren gonna duck under a tackle. Warren goes forward. He'll pick up about 7 on this one. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4. Jalen Warren making a catch. That's good because he's had a very bad day so far. Jalen Warren, 5 rushing attempts, just 9 rushing yards. That is his 2nd catch of the day. By the way, a lot of receivers out here for both sides. I'll leave this up for just a moment, guys. So I'll leave this up for just a moment. You can see targets, receptions, yards, touchdowns, etc., etc. Stats are there for you. Inside the 40 in Ravens territory, Pittsburgh Steelers with the football. Rodgers takes the snap. Blitz coming in. He'll check it down again. This time Jalen Warren off to the races. The 20, the 15, the 10. Touchdown, Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. And I needed that for fantasy. I will take it. 6 points on the board. That is blown coverage. That is a 38-yard receiving touchdown. Here I was. He must have heard me. That moves him up to 2nd on the list in receiving yards. Jalen Warren out in the flat, making the Ravens pay. What a job by Jalen Warren on the right-hand side. So Warren, monster play on the right-hand side. 3:30 left to go in the 3rd quarter. The Steelers extend their lead to 10. Extra point attempt to make it 11, and it sure is 11. 27-16, the Pittsburgh Steelers having themselves a good day today. Taking a look at fantasy scores across the day here, folks. Anybody play fantasy football? My guess is that we've got to have a couple of y'all who play fantasy football. Let's break this down for you fantasy football enthusiasts. Now, keep in mind, the numbers that I'm going to tell you right now are full point PPR formats. If you've got a half-point PPR format or you've got a standard league, your scoring is going to look very, very different from what I'm about to tell you. But according to CBS, in full-point PPR formats, Aaron Rodgers today has completed 19 of 28 for 280 yards, 1 passing touchdown. He has 23 fantasy points because do not forget, he's also got a rushing touchdown. So 1 passing touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown for Aaron Rodgers. 2 touchdowns all day, 23 fantasy points. Jalen Warren, On the ground, he's got 5 carries, good for 9 yards. Through the air, he's got 3 targets, 3 receptions, and 49 yards. So all day, 58 total all-purpose yards, 1 receiving touchdown. He has 13 fantasy points in full-point PPR formats. Top pass catchers today, DK Metcalf. 6 receptions on 11 targets, 145 receiving yards, 0 touchdowns, but just on catch volume and receiving yards alone, he's already got 20 fantasy points. Jaylen Warren is the number 2 pass catcher on this team with 49 receiving yards. We already talked about him. Calvin Austin III, 2 targets, 1 reception, good for 31 yards, 4 fantasy points in full-point PPR formats. All right, guys, those are your top 3 pass catchers there. Let's do the same for the other side for the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are about to get the football, so we could see these numbers jump up on this drive. But right now, Lamar Jackson has completed 8 of 14 for 68 passing yards. He does have 1 passing touchdown, but he's also got 1 interception. He also has a rushing touchdown, but just a lot less yardage than Aaron Rodgers. So both quarterbacks, 1 passing touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown, but Aaron Rodgers has 280 passing yards. Lamar Jackson has 68, and he's also got an interception, which is a blemish on his record today. Derrick Henry, folks, right here. Derrick Henry today, 14 carries. Would you believe that on 14 carries, he's only got 43 yards? That is not normally Derrick Henry numbers. We expect more. Top pass catchers here for the Baltimore Ravens, Zay Flowers, 7 targets, 4 receptions, good for 46 yards. He's got 8 fantasy points. Isaiah Likely has a receiving touchdown. Lamar Jackson's lone passing touchdown went to Isaiah Likely. Likely has 10 fantasy points, 3 targets, 3 receptions, and 17 yards. And Rashad Bateman, wide receiver number 3, 1 target, 1 reception, good for 5 receiving yards, 1 fantasy point today. That is the fantasy scores as we inch closer and closer to the 4th quarter. Let's turn that off. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Here's the kickoff, and we get a return. The 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, out to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for Baltimore. So Baltimore gave up a touchdown on that play. We'll take a little time off the clock right now. Baltimore gave up a touchdown on that play. Let's see where they go from here. 1st and 10 at the Baltimore 36. Burrow going to the Super Bowl, says the Mr. Mojo. I don't know. DeGenis CEO, what's up? I see you. I see Jordan still with us. I see Barry. I see Space Explorer, Dan Steely, Marva Merriman. I see a 1st and 10 and a snap, and Lamar Jackson stepping up through the pocket. Lamar Jackson fighting for yards on 1st and 10 right now. He will pick up just a few. 2nd down and 8. This moves the football. Call it a 2nd down and 9. This will move the football to the 37-yard line. Jared, welcome to First Downs. Hey, check out our boy Jared. Our boy Jared just decided to commit to Football Nation. Thank you very much, Jared. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot, dude. Thank you so much, man. 2nd down and 9. 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Here's the snap. Handoff to Derrick Henry, this time from the 37-yard line out to the 41. Derrick Henry slow to get up right now. Derrick Henry seems okay, though. Call that a gain of 6, 3rd down and 3 coming up. Henry out to the right-hand side. We'll start this clock ticking once again. Need to fire Zach Orr, says Jeff Wilder. That's why Alabama haven't won the SEC championship since 2023, says Chaz Berry. Wow, Burrow not scared of snow, just throwing it, says Roy. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers left. With a tight end lined up, it's Isaiah Likely on a trap play. Oh, he's going to hang on to this one. Lamar Jackson on the quarterback keep. Gets across midfield out to the 48-yard line. 1st down, Baltimore Ravens, as Lamar Jackson fools everyone, including me, going to the right-hand side. That looked like it was going to be a handoff. It was a keep. It looked like it was going to be a handoff. It was a keep, and Lamar goes to the weak side. Everybody going towards the strong side. Lamar fooled everyone. Football now at the Pittsburgh 30-yard line. Actually, Pittsburgh 48-yard line. Pittsburgh 48-yard line. Lamar Jackson takes the snap. He fakes the handoff. He steps up and fires A delivery for you. Catch made, Rashad Bateman. 18 yards out to the 30. Another first down, Baltimore. The Ravens, another one. Matt, thank you very much, Matt. Appreciate you, my friend. We've got not one but two drive charts down below so you can picture where the football is on the field. I've got statistical numbers on the right-hand side and the scores across the NFL at the bottom of the screen. So, 1st and 10. Football at the 30 for the Baltimore Ravens. Motion on the field from Isaiah Likely. This is going to be another designed quarterback keep. Lamar Jackson gets from the 30 out to the 24-yard line. Lamar, 2nd down and 6 coming up. 2nd down and 4 after a 6-yard carry. Joey Porter Jr. on the other side to make the tackle. Jeff saying that this is effectively a playoff game, y'all. I don't think they're going to get another play in right now, guys. The Baltimore Ravens are out to the sideline. Maybe they will. I got a 2nd down and 3. They will need one more play before the end of this quarter. Looks like it's going to be a snap to Lamar. Lamar hands off to Henry. Henry takes it down to the 14. Call it the 15. 1st and 10 coming up now inside the red zone, and that will end the 3rd quarter. A good game so far, guys. The Baltimore Ravens, as we enter the 4th, pick up a fresh new set of downs. We will be inside the red zone when we get back, and we go to a commercial break. It is for us Steelers, says David Wagner. What up, David Wagner? Cousins is stinking today. Cousins stinks every day, bro. Ooh, the Seattle Seahawks 30-9. Wow. 30-9 for the Seattle Seahawks. Taking a look at the scores across the NFL right now. Do I announce my support for the Steelers or just keep quiet as Baltimore slowly dies on the field? Dude, that is so savage. That's hilarious, though. What's up, Ron? Thanks for checking in, my friend. I see you out here in the chat. You can announce your support for the Steelers. That's wild, bro. I don't know. Def, not Anthony. What's going on, Def? I see you, my friend. Can we ask a question? Joe, talk to me, man. You want a question? We want something new right here? Let's end this new Q&A right now. Let's see. But I don't want to be wicked to another one, please. Enjoy who you like, but don't be wicked to one another. I see what you're saying. Yeah, you can talk trash about the other teams, but let's be kind to one another. Kansas City or Houston? I like Houston. Houston is one of my favorite teams right now. But for this week's pick'ems, I personally took the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, I know. That's going to upset some people out there. Let's see. Burrow cannot be contained, says the Mr. Mojo. Let's see who else out here. Pluck the Soul Chickens. What is my favorite NFL team, asks Def Anthony. We wear our chain on game days, my friend. I hope that you're okay with the fact that I am a Dallas Cowboys fan. No, it's not easy being a Dallas Cowboys fan, but, you know, I am a Dallas Cowboys fan, and that will not change. So, go boys. I will be wearing my chain during game days. It's what I do. I hope you guys are okay with that. Okay, I got a $2 super chat that just checked in right now saying this, the one game we're talking smack, Ravens Nation, says Jordan W. Truck. Jordan, appreciate you all day, man. Super generous of you today. Thank you so much for blessing the channel, bro. Rock and roll, man. I appreciate your love, dude. Appreciate that so much, guys. Hey, if you have not had a chance to check out the link down below for the Dollar Shave Club, guys, feel free to do that at some point today or tomorrow. We still have time. We are inside the red zone, folks. This commercial break is over. The Baltimore Ravens take the snap on 1st and 10, down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. They're going to call it a 1-yard gain, actually. So 2nd down and 9 coming up now for the Baltimore Ravens. The Chiefs are cooked, says Mr. Mojo. The Chiefs are cooked. All right, guys, let's go. So motion, looks like Keaton Mitchell goes back to the locker room. The Ravens losing running backs now to Rasheen Ali going to be the running back in on this play for Lamar Jackson. Rasheen Ali going to be your starting runner. You're running back in on this play. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Zay Flowers in motion to the bottom of the screen. It's a drop back. Lamar will check it underneath to Rasheen Ali. He stays on his feet, breaking the tackle, and it looks like he is down at the 10. He thinks he was in, but the whistles come in. This will bring up a 3rd down and 5, maybe a 3rd down and 4 with 14:04 left to go. He definitely went down. The elbow definitely went down for Ali. That goes and counts as a down. So down at the 10, Brandon Eccles got the stop. Looks like he might be a little rattled right now. Eccles getting some attention on the field here. Eccles going to have to come off the field. The clock stopped for that. The Ravens are saying, oh, that's a touchdown. No, it's not, bro. His elbow went down, Lamar. What do you ask? What do you? His elbow clearly went down, dude. And then he looks at the referee and he goes, okay, you're right. Okay, you're right. At first, you could see him. This is literally what it looked like for me. That's literally what it looked like. He's clearly down, but they're out here. That's just the way football players are, man. I'll tell you that. Okay, they'll punch this back in, guys. The clock is starting right now. Shotgun formation. From the 10-yard line, the Baltimore Ravens have it. Motion on the field from Likely. Dropping back. Lamar's in trouble. Lamar will improvise. He'll wind up and fire. Dropped pass by Rashad Bateman. He was open. 4th down and 4. And Bateman going to drop the football there. So the field goal unit for the Baltimore Ravens going to come out. That's not going to help them too much, man. They do need a field goal, but on 4th down and 4 at the Pittsburgh 10, do you go for it or nah? Do you go for it or nah? It's going to be a 28-yard field goal from here, guys. Looks like the Ravens are going to kick the field goal instead. Another chip shot field goal. Tyler Loop better not miss this one. M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the snap from the right hash. The kick is up. The kick is good. The kick is good. And the Ravens, it is 19-27 and a 1-possession game. That's all they wanted right now. That is all they wanted right now. Okay, so the Ravens get what they wanted, which is points. And to make it a 1-possession game, a touchdown would have been better. A touchdown would have been better, but that's just not the way it goes. Back to a commercial break. That missed extra point attempt hurts the Ravens. It hurts the Ravens big time. Peace, RW. Stupid, says Jeff. Go for it, says DeGenis CEO. Kurt Pavey saying love watching. Thanks, Kurt. Appreciate you, bro. Fist bumps to you, my friend. Shout out to you, bro. Okay. Going for it would be stupid. You need points, not downs, says Amber Kincaid. I know. But at that point, you know what I mean? They're going to need to not just get a touchdown. They need to get the 2-point conversion as well at some point. But I agree with you. I do agree with you, Amber. That would have been a stupid move for them to go for it there. Take the points while you can. When you absolutely need to go for it, you go for it. But not a moment sooner. Not a moment sooner. So I'm with you, Amber. I'm with you on that one. Time of possession is important right now, says L versus L. That is true. Let's see. Only channel I watch on game day, says Dat. What up, Dat? Appreciate that, bro. Let's go. TM Martin saying Josh Allen just scored a touchdown in the snow. Love it. Let's see. Fist bumps. Ty, fist bump. I, Nayawi. Don't know what that means. Don't know what that means. College kids go for it, not NFL. No, Barry. No. Dan Campbell goes for it. Dan Campbell goes for it almost every time. And you know what's funny? You know what's funny is that they didn't go for it against the Dallas Cowboys. And guess what? They won. Oh, would you believe that? You play football like an adult and you actually win a game? That's good. Good job for the Detroit Lions. They chose not to go for it like they did before, but hey. Daniel saying loves the chat. What's up, Daniel? Appreciate that, man. Check out this dude with his big guns. What? Sun's out, guns out. What up, Daniel? Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for checking in, bro. Who else is in the chat? Mark Lewis saying, I think best AFC team is the Patriots currently, says Mark Lewis. Belichick incoming to New York. Yeah, right, Mr. Mojo. How crazy would that be? All right, guys, so the Ravens just scored. The Ravens going to kick this off to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers going to start this drive from, I guess we'll find out. There's the kickoff. This goes back, and this will be returned. The 5, the 10, the 15, the 20. Running laterally here, Kenneth Gainwell dives forward and gets out to about the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for Pittsburgh. 1st and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's do this thing. All right, guys, if you're new to this channel, my name is Mario. We've got a lot of football coming up today. We got a lot of football coming up today. 3 games. This is the end of number 1. We'll have the Packers and the Bears after this. This game might take us all the way to that Packers-Bears game. 13 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Probably not going to get a break in between these two. 1st and 10. It's tough. It's tough, especially after 2 games yesterday. The officials are having a conversation right now, guys. We're trying to hear, waiting to find out what the officials are talking about here. Okay, they punched this one in, and the play clock has started. 13 minutes and 37 seconds left to go in this football game. The Pittsburgh Steelers have it now. It is Aaron Rodgers under center and a single back formation. Motion on the field from DK Metcalf. He'll take the snap and fakes the handoff. Going to wind up and throw to the right-hand side. This time on a quick drag route, DK Metcalf picks up like 3 yards, 2nd down and 7. We'll start this clock. Football at the Pittsburgh 26. Steelers with the football. Cincinnati up 28-5. Wow, Josh Allen, an incredible run for a touchdown here. That is huge for Josh Allen. He's got like a 40-yard touchdown run for Josh Allen. That's what he does, man. That's literally what he does. Shotgun formation. Waiting for the snap. Aaron Rodgers directing traffic. A man in motion here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's Pat Freiermuth bouncing back and forth as the eye candy. Here's a toss to the left-hand side. Looks like Jaylen Warren not going to get much on this one. 2nd down and 7. It's a 1-yard gain. 3rd down and 6 coming up now. How do we use the NFL logos, asks Chaz Berry. Chaz, in order to get the NFL logos, you got to be a channel member. So not just subscribed to the channel, but as a channel member, that's one of the bonuses that I offer the channel members. And I've got lots of logos, not just NFL, but college football and basketball as well. Here are the NFL logos we've got for today. Dropped OSU by accident. 3rd down and 6. Motion on the field right now. Actually waiting for the snap. Aaron Rodgers throws to the flat on the right-hand side. Flags come in immediately, though. Let's find out what this flag. Delay of game. Offense. Replay. 3rd down. It was 3rd down and 6. It becomes 3rd down and 11 with 12:04 left to go. 3rd down and 11. 12:04 left to go. DeGenis dropping his logos. Jordan Truck dropping his logos. Benjamin, what's going on, man? Thanks for checking in, Benjamin. 3rd down and long coming up, says Jordan. That is correct. 3rd down. Can the Steelers convert, or will the Ravens get a much-needed stop right now? Empty backfield for Aaron Rodgers. He waits for the snap. He takes it. A 4-man rush coming in from the 22-yard line. He will find Pat Freiermuth. Freiermuth will only pick up about 6. It brings up a 4th down and 5. And the Ravens defense gets a big stop here. So the Ravens will get the football back. They will try and tie this up on this drive. The Ravens can tie it up with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Game is not over, ladies and gentlemen. Plenty of time left in this one. So a big 4th down. The Steelers going to punt this thing away. Pittsburgh Steelers, here's the snap. Here's the punt. Back it goes. And we get a return from the 22 to the 25. A spin move here out to the 30. Call it the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for Baltimore. 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Stops the clock with 11:19. 11:19. No spoilers, please, says Courtney. Yes, 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 guys. Please no spoilers in the chat. I know that this is just a little bit ahead, guys. But please no spoilers out there. Appreciate y'all. Mr. Mojo saying Henry time. No handle. Not me. No handle, not me. Checking in right now. Steelers need a run game. Where is Rocky Blyer when you need him? Here comes an interception, says David. Golden Star 99 and Cleveland 94. All right, guys. We've got the graphic is spoiling the chat, says Mr. Mojo. It's just the way it works, guys. I know. But even then, sometimes that graphic is wrong. And you guys have heard me say that those of you who watch this channel, sometimes those graphics are wrong and they bring them back or change things or a challenge gets thrown or the play goes under review or this, that, and the other. It doesn't matter. I guess what I'm just trying to say is, let's just try to follow the rules. Hey, Song! What's going on? Is that a Portuguese flag? What's going on? Hygienist. Dímelo, Mario. Hey, Elliot de Jesus. ¿Qué onda, papa? Bienvenidos. I don't think it ruins it. Well, thank you, JT Rice. JT's in the house. Ravens going to win, says Banks on Blues. All right, guys. So, it is Sunday. It is Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Christmas coming around the corner here. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's get on our feet right now. I'm going to get focused here because I'm literally just looking for something to engage with you guys here during this commercial break. We are currently in a commercial break. When we get back from the commercial break, the Pittsburgh Steelers just punted the football to the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens trail by 8. They will start the drive on the 32-yard line. After this game, next week in Week 15, the Baltimore Ravens will play the Cincinnati Bengals, who are very close to a win against the Buffalo Bills right now, but that game is not over. Then after that, Baltimore has a tough matchup against Mike Vrabel and the New England Patriots in Week 16. Luckily for the Ravens, they'll be at home for that one. Then we move on to Week 17 and Week 18. In 17, they've got the Packers. 18 is the Steelers again. This is not an easy schedule to finish the season for the Ravens, but if they can get a couple of crucial wins throughout this schedule here, it will prove to the world that they are worth it to get into the postseason. Baltimore with the football now, 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Lamar takes the snap. Lamar going to step into this, airs this out, finds a man, Zay Flowers to the 35. Zay Flowers down inside the 35 at about the 33. Big catch there. Big catch for Zay Flowers. Boy, oh boy, that voice not going to last all day, man. That voice is not going to last all day. I can promise you that. Santino was supposed to cover this game, but he's sick, so can't have him come over to my house if, I've got an infant here. Don't want my baby getting sick. So here's the snap. Here's the handoff. Derrick Henry out past the 30, down at the 20. Let's call that the 28-yard line. This will bring up a 2nd down and 5. Voice ain't going to last. I'm going to have to make some hot tea between this stream and the next one. And I probably will. Oh, my goodness. Joe Burrow just threw a pick 6. Did Joe Burrow just throw a pick 6? He absolutely did. Wow, Christian Benford just intercepted that and took it to the house. That's rough, Burrow. Bad play right there. Uh-oh. And all of a sudden, the Bengals trail by 4. Here's a snap and a handoff, guys. Derrick Henry to the left-hand side. Henry takes that football out to the 25. Looks like a 3, maybe a 4-yard gain on 2nd down and 5. Call it a 3-yard pickup. It's a 3rd down and 2. 9:47 here left to go. All good, says Mr. Mojo. Damn, Joe Arrow, says Benjamin Murphy. You don't sing me love songs. You don't bring me flowers, says Steve Zook. Burrow is overrated, says Reggio. I don't think so. I think he's great. 3rd down and 2. A snap, a handoff on 3rd down. Derrick Henry is stuffed on the play. Derrick Henry goes nowhere, and that one, Cole Holcomb making sure he doesn't pick it up. It's a 4th down and 1, and the Ravens need this. 4th down and 1 inside Pittsburgh territory at the Pittsburgh 24. You got to go for it here. 4th down and 1 at the Pittsburgh 24. I mean, you could take the field goal. You could take the field goal here, but they're lining up to go for it here. From the 24-yard line, Derrick Henry gets the carry, left-hand side. Derrick Henry gets it inside the 20 from the 24. That's good for a first down. First down, Baltimore Ravens, and this puts them inside of the red zone. 1st and 10 inside the red zone. The Ravens down by 8. It looks like a bigger spread than it is right now, but 27-19. Not that much separating these two. The Ravens need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie this game up. We got a fresh new set of downs. 1st and 10 coming up now. Inside the red zone, at the edge of the red zone, on the 20-yard line, Lamar Jackson sends a man over. Here's a snap and a handoff. Rasheen Ali to the left-hand side, tries to push his way through that pile. Good stop right there. Another stop by Cole Holcomb. 2nd down and 8 coming up. Football to the Pittsburgh 18-yard line. 7:50 left to go as we approach the midway point of this 4th quarter. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens against the Pittsburgh Steelers here. Time is running. Hold them to a field goal? Question mark, says Michael Castro. That would be best case scenario right now for Steelers. A pick would be best case scenario right now for Steelers, but we hit officially the midway point of the 4th quarter. Motion on the field from Flowers, and Lamar Jackson's in trouble. He gets rid of it right before getting destroyed on the play. Incomplete pass brings up a 3rd down and 8. The clock has stopped with 7:21. The football stays on the Pittsburgh 18-yard line. Can Baltimore convert? It's a 3rd down and long coming up, and they're on the Pittsburgh Steelers 18-yard line. Baltimore looking to get 6, not 3, but 3 will put them in the right direction here. 7:21, 3rd down and 8. Shotgun again. Rasheen Ali standing to the left of Lamar Jackson. Here is the snap. And Lamar looking that way, but Lamar's in trouble. Lamar going to swerve and throw into the ground again. Incomplete pass, 4th down and 8. 7:15 left to go. Well done by this Steelers defense. The Steelers defense came in hot right there. Not only did they bring on the blitz, but every man playing man coverage defense right there, everyone was covered. Everyone was covered there on man defense. There was nowhere to go. Tyler Loop going to put this up to make this a 5-point game. 4th down and 8. It's a 36-yard field goal. Let's see if they can knock this back. 36 yards, this time from the left hash. It's where Loop missed from earlier. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the Ravens are going to put at least 3 points on the board. So field goal is there. The field goal is there. Plenty of time left, says Mr. Mojo. Killer bees, says David Wagner. Chaz Berry, what's up? How is DeAndre Hopkins looking? Well, D-Hop is doing okay right now. What happened here? Let's refresh this page. See what happened there. Interesting. ESPN glitching out right now. We'll see if the ESPN drive chart comes back. We'll see if the ESPN drive chart comes back. Right now, the Ravens have brought themselves to within 5 right now. And in case you couldn't tell, you can see those college football games at the bottom of the screen right now. ESPN, a big glitch right here. Let's see if their drive chart will come back. If not, we'll just double up on the other drive chart. Okay. Ballroom blitz. Ballroom blitz. Okay. Nice name drop right there. All right, folks. Waiting for the kickoff now. The Baltimore Ravens going to send this back to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm feeling myself since I am become Death Destroyer of Worlds. There's the kickoff. This one goes up, up, and away, and it will be returned. The 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40. Kenneth Gainwell down at the 41. Good kickoff return for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That will help out their team big time here. Okay, so it looks like we're back. It looks like we're back. Stop them and finish this job, says Julie. Stop them and finish the job, says Julie. Whoops. Okay. So a 28-yard kickoff return, 7:04 left to go in this football game. Pittsburgh Steelers looking to finish the job themselves. Let's see if the Ravens can get a stop right now. From the 41-yard line, Aaron Rodgers in a shotgun formation waits for the snap. They're on the left hash right now, and motion on the field from it's actually Adam Thielen. Here's the look to the right-hand side. This one in the dirt. This pass incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Rodgers does not look amused on that play. Stop them, Ravens. You can do this right here. Space Explorer, any updates on seismic activity? Give Boz a chance, says George. Incomplete, says Jordan. Okay, the craziest lead switch ever in the Bills game. Yeah, seriously. The Bills up 32-28. How does Cincinnati do that? Buffalo Bills defense defending home turf right there. Okay, 2nd down and 10. Adam Thielen in the slot at the top of the screen. Shotgun formation. Here is the snap. Rodgers against the blitz will wind up and fire. It's tipped up in the air, and I think it's intercepted. I think the Ravens got it. They did. 1st down, Baltimore. And the Ravens swat this at the line of scrimmage. The white hat has signaled Ravens football. Aaron Rodgers had the ball tipped up in the air, and he tried to get his own tip. And Buchanan getting into a fight right now with Frazier for no reason. They're fighting over the ball. They're being children right now. 6 minutes and 54 seconds left to go. Try not to get that flag. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Baltimore Ravens. Aaron Rodgers, here's the replay. He winds up and throws. It's tipped in the air. Aaron Rodgers fights for it. Aaron Rodgers had the football, but he couldn't hang on to it because he's only got one good hand. You can only imagine that if he wasn't wearing a cast, he probably could have brought that football in. But that's tough for Aaron Rodgers. Not much he could do for that one. That is tough, man. Well done on the defensive line here. Well done by the Ravens defensive line. It looks like C.J. Okoye again. Actually, C.J. Okoye for the first time got his hands to it. This play is going to go under review today, guys, so they are deciding who had the football right now. Aaron Rodgers had the football in his hand or hands when his knee initially hit the ground. So he would be down right now, and Buchanan would have ripped it out of his hands. So the white hat was signaling it was Ravens football. This play is now under review. We're going to find out right now what happens here. Okay. So Rodgers had the football in his hands when he went down. Buchanan actually clearly had it here. I mean, and then it got stripped after he was down by contact, I guess. So this is being reviewed right now. Take two drum cover says he was down by contact. He does still have the ball in his hands. They're going to say it's going to be Pittsburgh football. And so the white hat initially got the call wrong right there. So it's not going to be an interception. And I think Aaron Rodgers will stay alive. I think it will be Pittsburgh Steelers football. I think it still will be Pittsburgh Steelers football, but it'll bring up a 3rd down and what, like a 3rd down and 16 after this? It was 2nd down and 10. I don't know. We'll see. So this is under review. It is currently under review. The white hat's still talking right now. Call on the field is intercepted by Baltimore. Let's hear the call from the white hat. After review, Pittsburgh was down by contact. Oh, wow, and you can see him saying, that's wrong, that's wrong. He keeps saying, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. He being Harbaugh. Harbaugh, head coach of the Ravens, saying, that's wrong. Are you kidding me? That is wrong. So Aaron Rodgers did have possession here. Aaron Rodgers went down with the football. This will bring up a 3rd down and long. It should be a 3rd down and some change here. 3rd down and 19 at the 32 is where they'll mark it. So a 3rd down and 19, still a good play for the Baltimore Ravens. Not as good as obviously getting an interception, but it does go down as, I guess that goes down as a sack. A loss of 9? I don't know. He had a forward pass caught by Aaron Rodgers and tackled for a loss, so he caught his own pass. If that's not the most Packers thing here, huh? Brett Favre did the same on his very first play. Throw to the right-hand side. This time looks like Gainwell makes the catch on 3rd down and 19. They get the football from the 32 out to the 36. It brings up a 4th down and 15. And the Steelers are going to have to punt, but the Ravens going to have a much longer field instead of taking over already in field goal range. So well done by Aaron Rodgers to stay with it through that one. I'm mad, says T-Bone. That's BS, says T-Bone. I think it's the right call, man. I think it is the right call. So here comes the punt team once again for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They send this over to the Baltimore Ravens. At least the Ravens get the football back. It's a return. The 20. A spin move here down at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for the Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 coming up for the Baltimore Ravens. We're in the 4th quarter. We'll move this over. We'll stop the clock. 5:41 here left to go in this football game. Damn, we might be late to our next game. Harbaugh on the way out, says Z-Cam. We might be late to our own game, guys. T-Bone is happy now. Mr. Mojo, I see you. 3 for both, says Wild W Games. Keep grinding up. What's going on, man? I've got a single back formation motion on the field right now. It's actually now an I formation. And Lamar Jackson is under center. He'll hand this off to Derrick Henry. Henry goes to the left-hand side. Derrick Henry going to pick up a good chunk of yards here. That looked like at least 21 yards. Derrick Henry picks up 19 on the carry. Out to the Baltimore 41-yard line from the 22. So from the 22 to the 41, that's good for a Derrick Henry and Baltimore Ravens 1st down. So quickly, Baltimore gets just shy of midfield. It's Baltimore with the football at the 41. They line up on the left hash. In the first half of this game, Derrick Henry had 34 yards. Now Derrick Henry's up to 95. An I formation once again. Good blocking upfield here by the Baltimore Ravens. It was so good, they'll do it again. Henry goes forward and picks up 5 yards on that play. It brings up a 2nd down and 5. That keeps them on track and keeps them on schedule. Roy Williams, thank you for that super chat. If the Steelers can't hold, Ravens win, question mark? Maybe. Roy Williams saying, wait for it. Wait for it, ... 2nd down and 5. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. Lamar Jackson says something here quickly, has a quick talk with Mark Andrews and Zay Flowers at the top of the screen. He then goes to the left hash, back in a shotgun formation from the 46-yard line. Lamar drops back. Pressure coming in. Lamar steps up through the pocket, breaking a tackle again. Sidearm throw, incomplete pass. Lamar had to get rid of it to avoid getting sacked. It's a 3rd down and 5, stops the clock with 4:29. So now Lamar facing a 3rd down at the Baltimore Ravens' own 46-yard line. Okay, 3rd down and 5. 4:29 left to go. The Ravens down by 5. The score is 27 Pittsburgh, 22 Baltimore. This is an AFC North showdown. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. From the 46-yard line, Lamar waits for the snap. Play clock down to 1. Blitz coming in. They're firing up the blitz, and Lamar airs this out. Incomplete pass. 4th down and 5. 4 minutes and 24 seconds left to go. James Pierre all over DeAndre Hopkins. Hopkins, the intended receiver there. And even though Hopkins made the grab, he made the catch out of bounds, so it will not count. It does stop the clock with 4:24. Baltimore Ravens likely going to punt here, down by 5. They trust their defense. They trust their defense today, but Patrick Queen was injured on the play. The ex-Baltimore Raven, the Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker right now, has been injured on the play. And Pittsburgh, all kinds of injuries today for Pittsburgh. Patrick Queen injured, 4:24, 4:20 says Mr. Mojo. That is correct. Injury on the play, we go to a quick timeout. 25 minutes before this game and the next game, or between this game and the next game. Looking for 15 more subscribers. Can we get to 697? If there are 15 of you watching this live stream who have not subscribed to Football Nation yet, now could be the time, guys. Our goal is to get to 70,000 by the end of today. We'll be in a good spot if we can get to 69.7 giggity out there. If we can get to 69,700, looks like we added one more to the rotation. I subscribed, says Mr. Cakers Football. What's up, Mr. Cakers Football? Subscribed. I see you, Rain. Let's go. Sub, says Bubba Jax. Let's go. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So we've got 5 minutes left to go in this football game. Less than 5 minutes here left to go. Wild W Games saying, I also subscribe. Thank you, Wild W Games. Trickin saying, I'm in. They've moved Patrick Queen off the field, guys. We got to 69.7. Thank you, guys. Rock and roll. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you as well, Jesus Freak. Thank you. Okay, folks. Lining up on the left hash, the Baltimore Ravens on 4th down and 5. They are looking to go for it now. Guys, the Ravens are lined up to go for it on 4th down and 5. You heard that right. The Ravens are lined up to go for it on 4th down and 5. I don't think they're actually going to go for it. My guess is that Harbaugh's going to try a hard count right now. It would be crazy to go for it here, right? They might just be trying to get them off sides, but we'll see what happens. 4th down and 5 motion. They are going for it. A wind up and a throw. The catch is made. Zay Flowers picks it up. That's good for a 1st down. Baltimore. Wow, a gutsy call. A gutsy call right now. Incredible play. That was just a simple out route right there, man. And they went to the flat. Zay Flowers on 4th down and 5 makes the play, absolutely picks up the 1st down, no doubt about it. 1st and 10 coming up now, and Harbaugh celebrating on the sideline. Job is not done. Ravens still on the drive, a shotgun formation, motion on the field from Flowers. The blitz coming in, Lamar got to check it down, incomplete pass, underthrown to Derrick Henry. That stops the clock with 4:14. 2nd down coming up now. 30 OT, says Duncan Stewart. It's going to be 30-30. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Jordan, I see you, my friend. Living like Larry saying 1st down, Baltimore Ravens. Okay, got a long way to go here. Derrick Henry had a lot of green grass. Underthrown there by Lamar. It's a 2nd down and 10. 2nd down at the Pittsburgh 48. Call it the 49. A snap and a handoff. Derrick Henry takes it to the 47. Short gain right there as he's blown up immediately on that play. It looks like the tackler is Alex Highsmith. 3rd down and 2 coming up. Highsmith delivering a good hit on Derrick Henry. Henry bounces right back up, though. Man has made a steal. Man has made a steal, but the wheels are starting to fall off there. 3rd down and 9 coming up. 3:45, clock is hot. Shotgun formation. Rasheen Ali is standing to the left right now of Lamar Jackson. Trips at the top of the screen. Here comes the blitz again. Lamar finds Flowers. Goes to the top shelf. The 30, the 20, the juke move, the 15. Down inside the 15. 1st down, Baltimore. Oh, my. Oh, my. Big 1st down takes us inside of the red zone. Zay Flowers jumping up, going to the top shelf to make that grab. Wow. Down at the 13-yard line, it's 1st and 10 coming up right now. 1st and 10 coming up here. That game in Buffalo is crazy, 39-34, down by 5. The Cincinnati Bengals need that win. So do the Buffalo Bills, though, so tough matchup here. All right, Lamar Jackson from the 13-yard line will take the snap and fake the handoff to Henry. He shoots to the end zone. It's going to be, oh my goodness, broken up. One man says touchdown. Now the officials say touchdown. And it was knocked loose here, so let's see if this is going to stand. All scoring plays are reviewed. Before I add the points, Isaiah Likely had both hands. There's the catch. 1 feet, 2 feet. He does have control. 3 feet. Ooh, I don't know. Is that a football move? What do you say right here? Is that a touchdown or no? Likely didn't hang on to it. Porter Jr. knocked that loose, but both feet were in for the touchdown. I don't know, man. I think that might be a touchdown. Let's see what the officials say. This is going to be reviewed right now. Ruling on the field was a touchdown. Is this going to be under review? Didn't have his microphone on. They're saying Harbaugh is livid right now. They're pulling this one back. They're saying it's not a touchdown. I think he got 2 feet in. Are you kidding me right now? Harbaugh is losing his mind on the sideline at this point, shaking his head in disbelief. Here's the catch, guys. So he does get the catch. Coming down, holding the football out. Left foot, right foot. And then as he takes that third step, Joey Porter Jr. punches the football out. And so they're calling it an incomplete 2nd down and 10. Incomplete call, 2nd down and 10. Shotgun formation. Lamar Jackson with Derrick Henry to his right from the 13-yard line. Lamar drops back. Lamar will wind up and throw to Henry. Henry the 10. Henry the 5. Just shy of the 5. Down at the 5 he goes. It brings up a 3rd down and 2 at the Pittsburgh 5-yard line. With 2:31 left to go. The clock seems to have stopped. Maybe someone called a timeout, or maybe we've got an injury out here. But a 3rd down and 2. Timeout has been called by the Pittsburgh Steelers, actually, folks. So a timeout has been taken by Pittsburgh. 2 minutes and 31 seconds left to go in this football game. The referees didn't, again, protecting the Steelers. Okay, all right, maybe. Maybe. Steel curtain, says the blind one. Here's the replay. I think Isaiah Likely had a touchdown, bro. That's 2 feet. And couldn't get the 3rd foot down, I guess, to make it a football move. That seemed like a touchdown, says Romo. I think that's a touchdown for real, but I think they got robbed. I think the officials got too involved on this one, guys. That should have been a touchdown for Isaiah Likely. That should have been a 2nd of the day. Right now we're looking at a 3rd down and 2. Again, it doesn't make a difference to me. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, so may the best team win. I just call it like I see it, and I think the Ravens were robbed of a touchdown here. 3rd down and 2, shotgun formation. Derrick Henry on the left-hand side. Play clock down to 2. Here is the snap. It will be a handoff to Henry. Flags coming in on the play. This would bring up a 4th down, and it would be a loss of yardage. Let's find out what the flag is, though, with 2:28. There's a flag on the play. Illegal formation on the offense. They're going to decline that. Yeah, decline that penalty. 4th down and 4 coming up now. Oof. And backwards the Ravens will go. It's actually a 4th down and 5 at the Pittsburgh 8-yard line. So 4th down and 5 after the loss of yardage here. And now the Ravens have to go for it again. Oh, man. And now the Ravens need to go for it here, guys. 4th down and 5 for Baltimore. Rasheen Ali to the right, motion on the field from Isaiah Likely. Lamar takes the snap against the 3-man rush. Lamar will run. Lamar will throw. Incomplete, intended for Mark Andrews. 4th down and 5. The conversion is no good. The Steelers will get the football back. Bro, but honestly, though, the Ravens should have the lead, man. Steelers fans, I'm sorry, but you guys got bailed out by the officials. For sure, man. There's clearly a hold right there as well. Without a doubt, there was a holding. Without a doubt, Patrick Queen was holding on that one, too, and no call by the officials, no flag by the back judge. Just, I don't understand, man. I think the officials had a bet on Pittsburgh on this one. Sometimes it comes down to the officials making bad calls. Sometimes it comes to the players doing terrible things. Sometimes it comes down to bad coaching. This game definitely decided by the Zebras, in my opinion. Here are the Pittsburgh Steelers taking over right now. They're taking over at the 8-yard line. Aaron Rodgers under center. They need a couple first downs to win this game. A snap and a handoff. Jalen Warren goes up the middle. No gain right here. It brings up a 2nd down and 9. 1-yard pickup. Timeout going to be called immediately by the Baltimore Ravens. So 2 minutes and 17 seconds left to go. Ravens looking to get a stop. Ravens also have the 2-minute warning to stop the clock. Okay. Thanks, refs, says the blind one. Dolphins win, says Dwayne. They win decisively as well. Ooh, New Orleans beat the Buccaneers. What? The New Orleans Saints beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, man, Panthers fans have to be celebrating right now. Fights are going to start soon, says T-Bone. Saints beat the Bucs. That is crazy. Did Tennessee win? Tennessee crushed the Cleveland Browns. The Minnesota Vikings completely shut out the Washington Commanders, and the Commanders took the Commanders that just took the Broncos to overtime, lost to the Minnesota Vikings, one of the worst teams in all of football right now. 2nd down and 9, a lot of upsets today. Jalen Warren to the right-hand side. This will be a short gain. Santino probably happy about his Minnesota Vikings getting that win. Cleveland Browns losing that game. It's not over yet, but they're down by 8 in that match. Bro, and the Buffalo Bills will squeak out the win over the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow came close. 3rd down and 7, football at the Pittsburgh 11. This game is not over right now. Pittsburgh looking for a first down to win this game. A first down would likely win this game. Another timeout has been called by the Ravens. That's why the clock has not moved. I've got 2 minutes and 11 seconds left to go right now. Wario special, says Brandon. Wow, says Corey. I know. Sack that quarterback, says Jordan. The refs suck this year, says Grant. I know. It's over, says Keon Powell. Tampa is falling apart weirdly. It's not weirdly, man. They're dealing with injuries. They continue to deal with injuries. Bucky Irving been out all year. Mike Evans pulls his hamstring. Then they lose all their starters, really. Baker Mayfield goes down. 3rd down and 7. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap against the 4-man rush. The windup and the throw. The pass is incomplete. 4th down and 7. They will have to punt. Timeout is called again. Timeout is called again. That is the final timeout here taken by the Ball. Actually, no need to call a timeout. It was an incomplete pass. So no timeout taken. 4th down and 7 stops the clock. The Ravens have 1 timeout and the 2-minute warning left, and they will get the football here. So we are not going to get a tie in this game. We are going to see a winner. Here is the punt. This one goes up, up, and away. This punt comes out to the 40. The 45, a spin move here, down shy of the 45, down at the 44. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens get the football, 1:56. We go to a quick 2-minute warning, guys, with 1:56 here left to go. Run it back, says Jordan. Take a knee, says no handle. Not me. Would have been better if they had taken the knee. They could have forced that timeout. They should have taken the knee. They would have forced that timeout. It's going to take a miracle, says Julie. You think so? I don't think it's going to take much. Flag on the play, guys. Holding. Return team. 10-yard penalty. So this will back them up from the 44 to the 34 on the return team here. So this should back them up to the 34. That flag came in late. We are going to the 2-minute warning, guys. We'll be right back after this quick break. All right, guys. Screw these refs. Boo, says Jordan. Why can't a call from New York to change these stupid calls, says Northern DC. I know, right? The ref's stupid, man, says Cruz. Game's not over, guys. Game's not over. We've still got plenty of action left to go. I know it says 156 on the board, but it's going to be an electrifying 156. We might get a late start to the Packers game, guys. I'm honestly on the fence on whether or not I should even cover that Packers game. My voice is starting to give out right now. Voice is starting to give out, and we've got a third game today as well with the Chiefs and the Texans. Third game as well with the Chiefs and the Texans. Brandon saying no. Shannon saying second time in here, I am all in. Shannon, I love it. Fist bumps to you. Let's go. Let's go. Go drink some water, says Ricky. I know. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do it. But that's the curse, right? The curse of being a live streamer. Because if you're a live streamer, if you don't go live, you don't make anything, right? You don't eat if you don't work. But if you're a content creator where you've got a shelf of like evergreen content, then that content will continue to work for you, and you can take days off, and it hurts less taking a day off, taking a stream off. That's why Grassi only does 2 or 3 games a week. He'll do Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night football, but then he'll do one extra game. I'm doing as many games as I can because I am all in, like Shannon is. I'm all in on the live stream thing right here. So it's a blessing and a curse. It's been pretty good this season so far. But I will say, man, no days off is tough. No days off is tough, and doing 3 games in one day is mentally taxing, super draining. Love what I do. I love what I do. It's just the reality. It's just the nature of the beast. All right, guys, enough about me. Enough about all that nonsense right now. Looks like we still need 50 likes until we hit 1,000. Still looking to get to 1,000 likes on this live stream. It's a 1st and 10 with 156 left to go. The Ravens have 1 timeout remaining. They will back all the way up. They're actually at the 26-yard line. It's a 1st and 10 for the Baltimore Ravens at the 26-yard line. A shotgun formation for Baltimore. Motion on the field from Isaiah Likely as he goes to the top of the screen. The 4-man rush coming in. Lamar will wind up and throw. Puts that behind Rasheen Ali. Incomplete pass stops the clock. There is a flag on the play. It's going to be a holding against the Ravens offense. Holding. Offense, 10-yard penalty, replay, 1st down. So 1st and 20 coming up. Man, these officials really stacking it up on top of the Baltimore Ravens. They are scooping up the crap and just dumping it on the poor Baltimore Ravens out here, man. Really laying it down on Baltimore. Okay, so holding on the offense. 1st and 20 coming up from the 16-yard line. A shotgun formation. Trips on the left-hand side. Lamar takes the snap. And on 1st and 20, with all day in the pocket, he'll check it down. Catch made by Rasheen Ali. He goes down at about the 22-yard line. It brings up a 2nd down and 14. So 2nd down and 14. 1:38 left to go. Baltimore is running out of time. The clock will stop here. No, it won't. The clock is ticking. I don't know why I said that. The clock is ticking. A shotgun formation, 22-yard line for Baltimore. 4-man rush coming in. Lamar will check it down again. This time, Zay Flowers, nowhere to go, will pick up 3 yards, and it brings up a 3rd down and 11. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage quickly. The clock is ticking, and it stops for no one here. Mark Andrews at the top of the screen. 2 receivers down at the bottom. Seems to be some serious miscommunication. Zay Flowers supposed to be in the slot, and they've got it figured out. So here's the snap, dropping back. Lamar looks right, looks left, scrambles. Lamar's on the run, looking for a block. Not going to get it. It brings up a 4th down and 2, and the clock continues ticking. 4th down and 2. Where do they go from here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Timeout will be called with 47 seconds left, and the Ravens need to come up with something good. Ravens, no more timeouts remaining. That is the final timeout for Baltimore. Okay. 4th down and 2 at the Baltimore own 34-yard line, but it doesn't matter. If they cannot convert this 4th down, this game is over. If they cannot convert this 4th down, this game is over. The next game scheduled to start in 5 minutes. We're going to go straight from one game into the next. 4th down and 2. Do or die. This is it, says Julie for Hope. It is do or die, Julie. It is do or die. Jackson, not a quarterback, says David. Well, let's see what happens. 4th down and 2 is shotgun formation coming up right now. Only need 2 yards. It's trips to the right-hand side. Lamar will take the snap. Lamar looks to the right, a pump fake. Lamar's in trouble. He'll wind up and throw. The catch is made by Isaiah Likely down at the 41-yard line. 1st down, Baltimore Ravens. They got to get back quickly and clock this thing. They got to spike it. Lamar takes the snap and spikes it. That stops the clock with 30 seconds left to go. It's also 2nd down and 10. So 2nd down and 10, 30 seconds left to go. Baltimore at their own 42-yard line. Oh, yeah. Were these other upsets shady too, says Chiefs fan? I don't know. I don't know. Zach checking in from Huma. What's going on, Zach? Funmar saying Brandon. 2nd down and 10. Baltimore Ravens with the football at the 42-yard line. Play clock down to 3. Lamar takes the snap. A 4-man rush coming in. Lamar will air it out. This time it's caught upfield. Down inside the 40. They got to get back to the line of scrimmage and spike it again. Another 1st down. 20 seconds left to go. Lamar got to get the spike in. He does spike it. He clocks it with 16 left to go. We're at the 39-yard line. 16 seconds left to go. Catch is made right there. Catch is made right there by Charlie Kohler. Gets up and picks up a few extra yards. A field goal not going to help them in this spot. They're at the Pittsburgh 39. They got to play the outside corners here. They have to play the outside corners. Lamar Jackson on 2nd down and 10 after clocking the football. Timeout will be called this time. Looks like the Steelers need a moment to talk about it. All day Ravens, says Logan. Bobby Brown saying Steeler Nation. L versus L saying, oh, I hope not. No hope, says L versus L. It's not over. Expect the unexpected, says Big Hill. It happens to every team, says Wild W Games. It sure does. This is cray cray, says Corey. Mr. Cakers Football saying Ravens. All right. All right. Crazy stuff, says Barry. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Probably. Sometimes it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. I remember when I lost my mind. 2nd down and 10. There was something so special about that place. Shotgun formation. Trips to the left-hand side. 16 seconds left to go. Baltimore Ravens take the snap. Lamar dropping. He's at the Ravens logo. Goes to the left-hand side. Will wind up and throw. Going out of bounds. Stops the clock with 9 seconds. 3rd down and 1 coming up now. 9 seconds. Catch made. Left-hand side. Mark Andrews getting into the catch column. Mark Andrews getting into the catch column. Oof. 9 seconds, 3rd down and 1. And here we go. 3rd down and 1 with 9 seconds left to go. Lamar in a shotgun. No timeouts remaining right here. They need this play. The 4-man rush comes in. Lamar's in trouble. Lamar goes down. He is sacked, and that's the end of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Highsmith will win this game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That is your final score. Steelers will win. All right, guys, that's it. I got to turn around and get ready for the next live stream. This was amazing, guys. Cannot wait to do it again. I guess I'm just going to turn this one off and then turn the next one right on because I literally have no time in between these two streams. I'm going to go do something else real quick. I'll be back in 30 seconds, guys. If my stream is late, I do apologize, but I will be live for the next one. Love you guys. Peace out.